Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news.
It's very outside of the box.
Hail day.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares. From A to B.
Uncut. Is that you?
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered cast on
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another Shattered Cast Uncut, episode 180. God dang, we're almost 200. We've been doing this way too long. Anyways, I'm here with the Fantastic Five. Yeah. So yeah.
From the phone.
Yeah. And so up first, hey Robert. How you doing, Rob?
Hey, meh.
Okay. All right, cool. How you doing? You all right?
I'm good.
All right, good. Oh, everybody, I have a new mic. Sorry, it sounds like shit. I'm going to return it, and I'm going to next week.
It doesn't sound like shit sometimes. Like it all depends on where your mouth is to it, so to speak.
So it's like
pretend you're making love to the pop filter.
Pretend you were going to give it a shot.
There you go. So, anyways, moving along. Justin, how you doing?
I am well, thank you very much.
Awesome, splendid. Greg, my favorite shrimp buddy.
Good.
Good. That's awesome. And Mr. Skullface, the internet personality of all time.
Of all time. What's up, Matt?
All right. So yeah, I guess we'll do this everything. Did anybody get anything? We'll go with Rob again first.
I got absolutely positively nothing. Not a fucking thing. I'm getting that, that plastic withdrawal. It really kind of sucks. I pre-ordered some things I think I'm regretting. You know me with my free pre-orders. I sit there feeling committed. I shouldn't have pre-ordered that fucking Meteor for free.
Did you not get that Iron Factory Black Zarek yet?
I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I don't know. Fuck the Zarek. Fuck the MakeToys. Fuck the Iron Factory. Fuck Black Zarek.
Damn. All right. Well, moving along. Justin, did you get anything?
Well, I'll start off by saying I got at least $12 more in my pocket because I didn't see that movie. So that should make a fun discussion on my end later on.
What movie?
Yeah, exactly. What movie?
And I did actually get some Transformers this week, and I'll do you all proud. I got some Rescue Bots. Oh, yeah.
Yes!
Yeah. So I was walking through the store, and as I approached the display of the Last Night Optimus Prime standing there, I walked past it because I was not interested, and I saw the Rescue Bots. I'm like, what? I backed up again. And, I picked up, I guess it's Quick Shadow, which I've seen before, but I wasn't willing to pay like $20 in Walgreens for it. And then this one that's like an ATV called Brushfire. And they're okay. They're Rescue Bots, so I'll review them at some point, like usual. And that's it. So I also didn't get regret, so I'm happy with that too. I don't regret that I didn't go see that movie either. So it was a good day, good week.
I don't blame you.
That's good. All right, Greg, did you get anything?
Nope. What?
Nope.
Wow.
Wow.
Try some.
All right.
I think I got anything, yeah.
All right, and let's go to Skullface. What did you get? What'd you look at?
I had the opportunity to look at the Zeta Vortex.
That thing was making some lone wolf noises as you were moving it around. I'm sorry. It seemed super cheap the way things were flopping around.
Look, that shit, like the transformation, the fucking robot mode, that shit is a mess.
Mm-hmm.
But that fucking arm mode, I'm telling you, it might be the most solid arm mode I've ever fucked with.
But Bobby.
Yes.
Are you basing that assuming that the blades are gonna be fixed somehow, that they're gonna stick up, or you're saying that even with them flopping around?
Yeah, you can pinch them down with the upper rotor.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Like you can position the rear rotor because it's on a hinge down, and it keeps them relatively in place, give or take, a quarter of an inch play.
You kind of sound like an apologist.
No, trust me. I mean, like, dude, all I can say is that it's the most solid combiner arm I've ever handled. Period.
That's solid.
Solid, huh?
Like a rock.
You can pinch them down.
And I got Hot Toys Ray Deluxe Edition with BB-8.
Ooh.
So you got that. It's basically it's a doll. It's a girl.
Officially,
it's a girl. It's a doll.
Except it doesn't have brushable hair. That's its only saving grace.
I mean, it's a female.
I got Marvel Legends, Cosmic Spider-Man, Tombstone, and Moon Knight. Shout out to Dust. He found those in Jersey, and I was like, "Yo, can you pick those up for me?"
They look nice.
Yeah, they're fine. I got Star Wars and Marvel Legends capes and robes from Rick 409 on eBay. I got one for White Queen, one for Scarlet Witch, and one for Krennic. They're awesome. I got Mafex Ray from Joe KW from Japan.
Ooh.
And he also gave me a Star Wars Stormtrooper Bondi model kit as a gift. Aww. I got the Marvel Legends Walmart exclusive Black Panther.
Oh, really? That's
yep.
Cool.
I got to take a look at the Play Arts Kai Deadpool. That's Joe's. He let me hold it.
Uncle Buttkiss.
I was sent a gift from Mike H in Japan. He linked up with Joe, and he was like, "Hey, can you take this up to Bobby?" And it was the Rebel Tech Iron Man Mark 7, which is much better than the other one I looked at, and a Rebel Tech Stormtrooper, and then a Figma knockoff, which is trash. And then I got today in the mail, I got the Suicide Squad SH Figuarts Deadshot.
Damn. You had a good week, man.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Bubba drop.
Well, I'll tell you what. Before I'll tell you what I got. I did a review on the TF5 thing today, and I just got my worst comment today. I want to read it. It's from Kristen Flores, and he said, "Hey, fatty, don't be a fan." He said, "Hey, fatty, don't be a fan. You suck. TFMs are for kids. You're 60+ fucking years old."
Oh
so
my
shout
God.
out to that guy. So I'm gonna reply to him and be just as nice as possible.
Dude, just save it. I'm telling you, save it and do a hateful comment video like I did. Let me go check that real quick and just see.
You could be saying that shit when Trump comes for him.
Anyways, but shout out to that guy or girl, whatever.
That fucking hateful comment video of mine, like that shit did good numbers, and it's you don't need to spend any money to buy a toy.
Yeah, but I don't get a lot of hateful comments, Bob. So it might be a little while,
Aside. Just set them aside. My biggest complaint is that since I did that video, now motherfuckers don't want to leave hateful comments. I haven't got one since that video.
They got called out.
Shit did 3,500 views.
Damn.
For me, that's like if I got some brand new third party piece. Like that's that's like a good set of views for me.
That's a lazy Sunday.
No,
Bobby.
Lazy Sunday, Bobby.
Not at all.
The only thing I got the DX9. What the thing's called?
Gabriel?
No. Oh, hell no.
I wish, but Warm Pockets, the Stormtroopers.
Coneheads. Just say Coneheads. No
Coneheads and the Stormtroopers. The same thing. Oh, and I got from Dakota. I got a signed print from Primal from God, who did it? Fuck. What's his name?
Harry Chalk.
Couldn't think of my mind went blank. Sorry, I got signed.
Damn, I know more about Beast Wars than you do, man.
I know, man. Say it. Yeah, I got a signed print for him. It's really nice and everything. So
I thought you were a Transformers fan.
Oh, I wish I was. Well, I'm a fat ass now, and I'm not a fan because I suck.
What was the opening statement of that comment?
Hey, fatty. Yeah, that was good. Anyway, so yeah, that was awesome. So moving along, we do have some movie and show notes. Three most popularized men tell. I love you. The check is in the mail. I am not doing another Transformer movie.
So I want to start this topic of discussion with saying, if you see Michael Bay giving you the finger, there's pictures on this episode. If there's not, well, then suck it up. So.
Yeah, I mean, basically just saying everybody knows. I mean, he's done this every movie that, you know, and I think this one might be the last one because it's not going to do that well in the theaters, I don't think, but I hope it does. But
what?
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think that's just. I don't think it's going to do low enough numbers that this is going to be the last Transformers movie.
No, I hope not. I hope not. Who would y'all? I mean, since Michael Bay, who would y'all want to direct Transformers?
Kevin Feige, whatever his name is.
Has he directed any of those films?
Guy? The guy that did Ghostbusters. The remake.
He did the remake of Ghostbusters.
Kevin Feige.
Feige? Is it Fig Newton?
I'd like him to do a Transformers movie. That would really piss people off. That get everybody pissed off.
All the Optimus Prime's a woman. They're all women.
I want George Lucas.
I would want to direct it. I wish
George Lucas.
Better writers.
Dude, what if fucking George Lucas came out of retirement, batshit crazy, and did a fucking Transformer movie? Count me in.
But it would be the best movie of ever.
All right, Bobby. Hear my pitch. Hear my pitch. Okay, so remember the episode Almost Human with Cobra Commander? Okay.
Yes.
So it'd be kind of like that. An Optimus Prime, Hound, Drift, and Bumblebee would get caught in a situation where they had their minds transferred in the bodies of four sassy, strong women living in New York City. And it would just go from there.
I'm Samantha.
I'm Samantha. Dude, fucking Bruno said that shit. Like, I heard it was like one of Bruno was like when he was out in the wilderness with the hillbillies or whatever, and he was like, "We're like a group of Sex in the City, aren't we?" And then he was like I feel like you're like very much Samantha, and like he was like, "No, I'm not." And he's like, "Oh, such a Samantha thing to say."
He says, I love doing 13 hours. I love doing Pain and Gain. I think I'll do something more serious and more adult, I guess. Oh, come on, you fuckhead. Anyways, this made you a lot of fucking money. But anyway, anybody got anything else on it? You know?
No, we're gonna be talking about this movie a lot tonight. So,
old Marky Mark said he's not coming back too.
Nope. Have to bring Shia LaBeouf back from the dead. So moving on, we got convention news. The TFCon Toronto Custom Class was announced, and it is going to be Primal in the MMC. Which one was this one?
It's the one that's the Nova Prime mold.
Nova Prime. Okay.
Truck from it. I don't know. It doesn't have the trailer, right?
It didn't show it. It just shows the body, just the body of it.
I had the luxury of taking a look at it. It's just so dated. Mm-hmm. Like, they probably just, a bunch of stores are like, yeah, we can't sell these. Go ahead, just donate them to TFCon for a cheap price or something.
Didn't somebody say it was going to be cheap? Yeah. Didn't you say that, Bobby, or somebody said that they probably got them for real cheap or something?
Well, I said that. I was
great. Okay. Oh, okay.
But I'll say, I don't think this deco looks bad on him.
I think it looks too skinny for a Primal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Maybe it's because I don't give a shit about Beast Wars, but when I saw this, I was like, man, this looks pretty good. Like, this kind of works.
The head sculpt looks pretty good. To me, but I just think the waist and area, all that stuff is just too skinny. I mean, for Primal, but I mean, it looks all right. It looks like it's got a lot of paint and and stuff on it, and I'm sure the custom class will be fun for it. So.
Oh boy, I mean, did they have to? I gotta be objective. I love MMC, but I have to Tell it like it is.
Which we got to talk. We have to have the MMC discussion tonight too, because we got that post on our page that I think we should address.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll bring it up when we get there. Right before the movie talk.
I mean, in all fairness,
don't be making up shit.
If it's going to be an MMC figure, why not just? I mean, look, in some of these MMC figures, right, the reformatted, they don't really have any paint. So just if it's a customizing class, like just show how to paint up this figure to make it look beautiful. Why does it have to be? This is fucking a stupid looking primal, you know? I mean, instead, just take a character that's already released and be like, all right, bring your toy in. I'll show you. You pay this much money or whatever. Buy one, and you know we'll show you how to make it look like top notch with amazing paint all over it.
Well, the thing is though, like I mean, the idea behind it is you're getting a custom figure related to, you know, the convention there, and that's the only place you're gonna get it. It's essentially, you know, even BotCon has done it. You get an extra exclusive character by signing up for these classes, and in BotCon's case, it's like apply stickers or like a tiny bit of paint. And in fairness, this one is usually a lot of paint at the TFCon ones.
It's very fun pubby to be like, okay, here's a totally different character, and now it's Optimus Primal. You know, like it's like let's be fun pub for a day.
Well, what do you want a customizing class to be?
Yeah,
it's customizing. I mean, it could just be like
it's customizing. That's what you got to customize a figure.
That's one way to customize, to take a mold and change it into a different character, right? And it looks stupid, or like take a character with very little paint on it and make it look beautiful. And that's another way to customize.
Yeah, but if you understand, so there's different levels of people who have the ability to work on these types of projects, and this type of class kind of caters to anyone. Like if you want to make yours more detailed, like, you know, you go in and you'll learn to pick out the details and stuff like that. If you don't, then that's okay too. Just do the basic colors. So I don't know. I don't see the problem with it personally.
Yeah, I don't either. Robert, do you do these customizing classes?
Nope.
All right, then shut the fuck up.
No, I think that looks stupid.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Of course it does. I have an opinion.
You think this looks stupid?
Yes.
Well, what do you think? Wait, MMC fan. Because like I'm not an MMC. Like I'm still an MMC fan. I like to consider myself an MMC fan, but it is definitely drifting away. If you know what I'm saying. But like,
I'm out. Nah, folks.
What do you think looks stupid about this?
Because I just really hate the whole idea of taking, you know, like what Fun Pub did. Maybe it's just like that kind of bad shit, you know, carrying over from me, and I have a pet peeve about it now. But don't take an old mold, repaint it, and call it a different character when it's not. It just bothers me, and it doesn't look like it.
But I feel like this is a little bit more in the ballpark. Like
it's like paint the face yellow, put a smiley face on it. Now it's Happy Day. It's Have a Nice Day bot. It's I don't know.
No, but I feel like if you take Reflector, if you have like 3 Transformers that transform into a camera, and then you take that and you change the color from purple to gray, and you're like, it's you know, TFCon 2017's, you know, let's see, Pounce and Wingspan.
They might as well be doing that because he doesn't transform into a gorilla.
I disagree because he's still the prime character, and like he still fills that role of like the quote unquote prime, which is more often than not a transformer that turns into a truck.
Yeah, that's where getting.
No, Optimus Primal is not Optimus Prime, and he's not a truck. He's a monkey.
I understand that.
So what do you want to do for a customizing class? You want to take that mold that
I want to take a gallon of paint and shove it up your ass.
But see, here's the thing, though, Robert. Like,
step on your stomach.
I understand what you're saying, but there's no way to do what you're saying logistically. Like, unless you're like, bring your own paints and we'll teach you how to do whatever. Like, I mean, the thing behind these is everybody gets the figure, everybody has the paint available to them to do the colors you need, etc., etc.
No. Okay, pick an MMC. Release that had very little paint on it.
Okay, so let's say I picked a Predacon.
A Predacon. Okay, they sell you the Predacon and show you how to do a nice custom paint job on the Predacon because it had no paint.
But that's what they're doing here, Robert.
No, they're saying here's a fucking truck.
character.
Let's turn it into Optimus Primal. Now it's a fun pub toy.
It's not a fun pub toy. It's just it's a different customizing area. Why would you not want a new character? A lot of people like, to take one character and then put it and make it another character.
Of course, you're defending the concept of a repaint, of course.
Okay, customizing is repainting it.
Yeah, this isn't like toy design class, Robert.
Yeah,
like...
yeah, and it's not an exclusive either. Like,
it's people that don't do this shit. It's people that just fucking want to have fun, and fucking paint a damn transformer.
Like this, this is a teaching class of how to teach how to paint a figure. Like that's all this is. Okay. And I think for what that is, that it's a pretty smart approach to it.
It's good to see that you and Deluxe agree on something.
I have to agree with you, Rod. That is.
And Justin.
Justin. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, but is this shit really worth getting up at like 8 o'clock in the morning for?
No,
I mean, I'm going to be up regardless. But I think if I was into it, I mean, like that doesn't bother me. But I don't think. How much is it? $80.
$20,000.
Yeah, it's not bad, man. If they're really teaching you how to paint.
Yeah.
I can't say anything negative about this. I think this is good.
Trying to get into MMC's good graces.
Shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck about MMC.
Well, it's not MMC. It's fucking Renderform. Vinksta's the one that's doing the class.
But yeah, I think it's all right. I think it's a good. I think it's nice. I think it's a nice offering.
I do find it interesting that they went with Primal as opposed to just doing a flat out Optimus Prime repaint of this. Considering nobody's done that before.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's with the Beast Wars, gearing up and stuff, and you got that new repaint coming out.
Perhaps the people who are in charge of BotCon or TFCon are very, very much Beast Wars fans. So, I mean, that probably is the reason behind it.
Biting at the nips for this. So.
Biting at the nips.
So. Anyway, so I guess we're done arguing about that. So I guess we'll move on to third-party news. And FansWantIt, I guess. Armory for movie Prime. Armor, whatever.
It's an Armory.
Armory. I can't read.
I thought Greg was fucking up the spelling to fuck with Matt because he knew he was hosting.
I didn't know he was hosting. Had I known he was hosting, there were a couple of things I would have tried to say for later.
So this is that ring thing that eliminates the trailer part of it, which is probably like the more interesting aspect of this thing, right?
Except this doesn't turn into a trailer.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It eliminated the trailer aspect, the one thing that was kind of interesting. Like we saw this from like
years ago,
UFO toys or something like that. Like that's
this is like a 2-year thing in the making. No paint on it at all. I don't see. Is this the finished product?
It doesn't come with the weapons, I don't think.
Oh, it doesn't?
No,
it's just it's just the Ring of Honor?
Yeah, I think those are weapons that have come with Rand. That's what you should do. You should buy this and turn it over on its back and just turn it into a fucking amateur Transformers wrestling ring.
Doesn't TFCon release it as a custom exclusive Soundwave?
All right, Robert, shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, so it doesn't come to. It'd be all right if it came with the weapons, but fuck.
Dude, what the fuck happened in between these two pictures? They got the Hasbro version of the Evasion Mode Optimus, and you go to the next picture, and all of a sudden they switch to like some super premium fucking Takara version.
Well, you clearly powered up by having all the weapons around him.
So I was thinking it's like Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. He stands in this thing, and all of a sudden he gets painted.
When did Dark of the Moon come out? That was 2011. Yeah, this is like what, 6 years too late.
If you're making things for, well, I mean that Prime is 1 movie ago, but if you're making things that reference 2 movies ago, like that's a little
I stand corrected. I think it does come with all the weapons because this is for a Voyager, not a leader, and he comes with an approximation of the Jetwing kit. So I guess that's. I mean, if you're into it, I guess that's fine.
It's a cool display piece.
Is it?
I mean, you have a lot of room.
Yeah, I agree.
You're into it, I guess.
I agree. It's a cool display piece. I mean, it's visually interesting. I don't give a fuck about it, but
Robert, are you gonna wait for Wei Zhang to knock this off?
I wish I had the room. If I had the room, yes.
Hold on, it doesn't come with those weapons because
shit, man.
I just closed it accidentally, and I really don't feel like looking at it again. But in the bottom left-hand corner, it says FansWantIt 2 and 5 sold separately or some shit like that.
Oh,
So
I was in.
like kits.
That's bullshit.
I was in until you said the weapons weren't coming with it. So
Right, that's 5, 6, and 7. That's bullshit.
where are you gonna put this? I mean, yeah, it's a great display stand, but it's gonna take up some space.
Do fans want it? I mean, I know you have it in the title, like, I guess, but like, you know, like to me, the question is now, like, do fans want this, or do they just want the company to just go away and stop making things? You're like, I don't know. Has FansWantIt made anything that fans actually want?
Didn't they make a Starscream attachment for their movie one time?
Let's see what they've made.
Like a saw blade. I think they made a saw blade.
You guys keep bitching. I'm gonna look something up here.
Are those shields like the his Scorponok little things? Are those actually his shields? He has 2 shields now. Is that
No.
What are they? Yeah, those are shields. Yep.
They're not.
And he has 2. All right.
This thing's only $34.99. That's not bad. Oh yeah, it doesn't come with shit. It's just those rings. Bare as fuck. FansWantIt 5. Oh my god. God damn. FansWantIt 5 is the 2 little rocket launcher looking things, the little skinny gun, the Gatling guns. Oh wait, here we go. Okay, so it's the Gatling gun, one of the rocket launcher looking things, the little skinny gun, the 2 shields and the 2 swords. So to have all the weapons that are in that pick, you at least have to buy 2 of set 5.
Wow.
The wings are FansWantIt 6, and what's the other one that says it doesn't come with?
7.
Yes. FWI7.
Well, this is 7, so I don't know how the fuck. Yeah, this is just the fucking
come
ring.
with 7 either.
That's how they're gonna get you when you try to file a PayPal claim. They're like, it was clearly right there in the list.
Yeah, and picture 1 there, you just get the hollow ring. That's all you get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, no, the hollow ring is FansWantIt 7. They're just not gonna send you shit and keep your money. Be like, we told them they don't get this. Oh my god.
So one of those pictures, there's no top to the ring, because that's his jetpack. So it looks like the ring isn't even complete unless you buy the wing set. Is that true? Then there's a shot with the top on it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just part of the jetpack. It is enclosed. I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on. I'll send a picture of what you get.
Man, this company's gonna be around for a while.
Burning Ring of Fire.
Oh. Okay, so in the picture, the picture with everything, it says it's 5, 6, and 7. So I guess it is. I guess it is just 1 of each kit. It's not 2 of the one. And then it says 5 and 6 sold separately. So I'm gonna post on the G3.
So one of them is the wing set, one of them is the gun set, one of them is the stupid ring.
Up to the G3.
Yep. So look at that picture with everything on it. And this is what you actually get when you buy this. This is what you get for $35.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Sold. All right, moving along.
So, moving on to something. Oh wait, you're hosting that, everyone.
That's all right. You go ahead.
Yeah.
Sparticus. I'm liking it.
I was just gonna say, speaking of something else we saw a couple years ago.
It's only been about half a year.
Sparticus is the one who made that
Optimus
for Cybertron Prime.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be good, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what history would tell us anyway.
Wait, the War Within, not War for Cybertron.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't want you know who.
Yeah. he's been busy making weapons that turn to animals.
That damn platypus.
This is gonna be a beefy unit.
Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah. The tank mode looks fucking nice.
Take some batteries, gonna have it light up spark crystal thing.
And this should light up my life.
Got some shoulders to him.
Look at that missile. It looks like a dog penis.
Hi.
Okay.
Oh shit! That reminds me. I forgot something. Stretch this out because I've got something else I need to add.
Yeah, that's like a lame.
There's like a lot of paint. We got Tampo paint. We got what? Sure, the materials are great.
How threatening is that little dog penis missile? Why do that? That looks so stupid.
Dude, look at the rocker on that Mac.
Why do that?
It's like you got this whole big menacing tank and a little fucking like Q-tip sticking out of it. Like, come on, man.
Come on.
It
looks like the chest looks good with it's got a lot of paint on that chest right there. I like that.
Megatron's coming. He's gonna shoot us at a little tic-tac. Look out.
It's a toy. Hush.
Hush.
I like those shoulders, man.
Sorry, I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah, you sound like it, man. You might need to go take some Dramamine or something.
I think I need to relax.
He said some Dramamine.
Yeah, we're gonna be on a bumpy ride. I like it. I'm in for it. I love the Spartan. The Optimus was really good, and this one looks, the transformation probably doesn't look really hard, and it looks probably neato. So I like it. I'm in on it. I think I'm gonna get it.
Well, as long as it looks fucking neato. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay, Greg. It's just what you and I do. It's just what you and I do. No, I was just gonna say that I feel like if you got the first one and you enjoy it, then you have to get this one too.
So. Yeah, absolutely.
At least try it out. Do you need more time, Greg, or did you get it?
I know it's good. I really enjoy. I kind of liked it for what it was, but I got kind of bored with it waiting for this to come out. So maybe one day, when I can get them cheap.
Because you sold the Optimus, right?
Yeah, well, because I had a couple issues with mine. I had to get replacement parts for it, and so like I couldn't really do anything with it. It kind of just sat on a table for 2 months.
Damn.
And then, it was just... It was fine.
I guess we know Fans Toys is behind this one.
I was just going to say, like, I will say I think that you have worse luck with figures that are highly praised, with the exception of Takara Masterpiece.
Yeah. I've only had one Masterpiece. Well, that Road Rage that I sent back, and that was fine. And my Wheeljack had half of his forehead unpainted.
I remember that. I remember that, dude.
Yeah, they got sorted extremely quickly. I had a new head in like 2 days, so that was cool. But I don't think I've had any other problems with Masterpiece figures that weren't just problems that like everyone had, like a loose ass Seeker or something like that.
This was something be good, like if you're going to TFCon to pick something up like this to mess around with. I think that'd be pretty good. Okay, sorry.
No, I agree.
Yeah, it's a fair. I wonder if FansHobby will be at TFCon this year.
That'd be fucking sweet. Tell them how good their shit is.
Well, if it's people from like Fans Project and MakeToys and these other companies that have already been there. Oh, what if there's like a fucking beef? What if we see like a fucking
no
They should paint this guy into Spike at the custom class.
God damn. Alright, moving along. FansHobby. Speaking of FansHobby.
Star Saber. Look at Star Saber. He's red, white, and blue. Some yellow.
God. We got a little tease of
Matt likes him. What a surprise.
G2 Megatron. We got it was the 10 with the camouflage of purple and green of camo. So this is going to be G2 Megatron, the tank one. So I'm excited. I like the G2 stuff. It's pretty neat. It's neato. So we got a little teaser.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Posted this, and I thought it was a transition card from a SpongeBob episode for a minute.
They could. What could they customize into this, Robert? Because you're gonna probably say that to everything we do. So
could just be a map.
Yeah, could be a map of shit to your house or something.
Are any of you guys getting the Guns Hero or whatever his name is?
Oh,
the G2 Prime.
Justin is.
Wait, which one is it?
Laser Prime.
The G2 Prime. The one that's.
No, I'm not getting it.
What?
I'm happy with the one. I don't need the other one.
Wow. So I guess that answers who's getting this G2 Megatron.
I am.
I mean, it's cool. Damn. I mean, I don't know how far they can go with G2 Masterpiece scale figures. Unless they do what was his name? Electro? That fucking one that broke on everybody, the gold plastic one?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Anybody happy with the tease? Yeah, I am. But
I hate teases.
Well, I thought Justin had was getting the Prime, and that's why when he said something, and it reminded me that I forgot to put this in, and that was the whole reason I put it in. And then when he's like, "No, I'm not getting it," I'm like, "God damn it!"
Okay. Well, moving along. We got next oh god, FHBB-06 Poerbaser. Test shot. Poerbaser. What is this?
Wait, what is this? I don't even know. You butchered that so bad. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, this is that the Prime? What is that?
Power Master?
Fuck, it could be. I think so.
Oh, yeah. It fucking that definitely fucking autocorrected or something.
Poerbaser. Power Master became Poerbaser.
Look like Pooh Bear.
Pooh Bear.
No. What's this?
That looks cool.
No, it's Poerbaser, and then somehow it got fucking corrected into Poerbaser, which I say that all the time. You guys know me.
You don't, Greg Poerbaser from Mercy.
It does look good. I like those blue windows.
Yeah, I mean, I have very few complaints with this company. Like,
it's paint.
Maybe you could take it to TFCon and get it customized.
Starscream. Fucking Starscream.
So the next link has the rest of the pictures, and that little Power Master looks pretty It looks dynamic.
He looks good. Yeah. I like him. Let me see the rest of the pictures. Oh, yeah. He's a little filler. Look at that. Hey, that could be Spike.
He'll be
Robert.
Mega Super.
Now, I saw somebody said, and I don't remember if it was someone that actually knows typically what the fuck they're talking about or not, but it looks like you can get just the figure, like just just the Prime and the Power Master, and then the trailer separately, and then you can get the God Bomber they're working on.
Some more money you gotta spend.
So what's with the sprue tree there in that shot?
Just saying they're getting close to production.
Yeah, those are the parts from the...
Mounting up.
Bobby was getting excited.
About what?
Bobby was like, I get to build something.
I have 2 model kits here waiting for you to do them.
What?
Oh, speaking of Star Wars, did you see how much that fucking Millennium Falcon is?
I did not. Oh yeah, it's a fucking lot.
That shit's like $600 some.
I'm good. It's a soul.
You got that kind of money?
Millennium Falcon, right?
No.
Yeah. You got that Millennium Falcon money.
You offered it on layaway, you'd get it.
What was it, Matt?
What's that? Millennium Falcon? I said Millennium Falcon. Millennium Falcon. Shut up.
There's a bunch of Falcons protesting about nothing, and they're called Millennial Falcons.
That's what I thought I heard the first time.
I didn't say Millennial. I said Millennium. Millennial. God damn it.
Well, and don't you were so focused on that you don't notice he said Falcon. Falcon. Millennial Falcon.
That's when millennials protest fracking. That's when Millennial Falcons protest fracking.
South Dakota. We do some fracking around here. Anyway. Yeah, we frack around in Arkansas. We have some earthquakes. We have some little tremors.
I love, just a side note, like thinking about this Power Master, I love when companies do like kind of not to say that this is that, but kind of make you rethink the way that you approach or conceptualize shit. Like when DX9 had that Target Master for Rodimus, that was like, it wasn't the best thing ever, but it was definitely a different bit of business. And even the X Transbots one, it was like, oh, like this is more unique and interesting than what I am used to when I think about Target Masters.
What about this makes you think that?
Just like the posing, like the posing of him, like the joints and shit and the way it works. Like when he's knelt down on that one knee, it doesn't look as like stiff and not lifelike as a lot of them do. You know? I don't know.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's very articulated. You're right.
It looks good.
I like how Matt said stiff. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Bad. I'm sorry.
No, that does look good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one I'd probably be in on. So.
Yeah, I would be too. But there's so many out there. Goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, you got the MakeToys. I mean, it's later on it's coming up soon. But so you're gonna get this over the MakeToys?
Absolutely.
Why?
Damn.
Because it's less stylized.
I think it looks better. I don't like the MakeToys.
Bam.
I don't like how it looks, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Damn it.
There's actually another one, Justin, that's coming up for your consideration.
What's that? Fans want it?
A certain gift set.
Oh yeah, I saw that one too. But I just can't bring myself to spend that money on that toy. So.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's how much people spent the first time around.
Well, Justin hates MakeToys, you know.
Well, speaking of the best thing ever made,
yeah, that looks fucking incredible.
MakeToys Galaxy Meteor, and I'm exploding with excitement for this thing.
My penis is meteor than yours.
Hey, this guy's. I bet this guy's got a bigger penis than you do. So,
dude, this looks incredible.
Yeah, it's
really
well done.
And I don't have a place for it.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of problem with a lot of people. Like they just don't have anything for this. Like, where is he gonna go?
And these red, white, and blue. God damn. Hey, what do you think that key's gonna do? You think that key's just decoration, or you think it does something?
Probably the swords. Probably
it did the swords because the swords are in. Yeah, that shot where it shows the key, the swords are in. That's what I thought too.
Oh, yeah, because it's got the hole there, but it don't activate the key. It don't activate the swords. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, pick number like 15,000. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dude,
6,
look at that smart.
6, 7.
If you take it to TFCon and you paint its head gold, it can just be Metal Hawk. It's perfect. It's perfect.
There's actually woodwork for a Metal Hawk.
It'd be okay.
Dude, look at that smirk on his face, man. That's Starscream right there, and that third pick.
Yeah. That shit looks fucking good. Holy shit!
Which pick was it, Greg?
Like pick 7. I'm just counting the actual pictures. I get 7 from the start.
Okay. Oh man, it's got paint on the swords too. Nice. I love it. It looks good. I can't wait for it. It should be coming out soon, I think.
Shout out to Spiros. He was like, the arm guards are wrong. It's like every damn MMC reformatted toy you have that's got something different from the IDW, and you're like, oh no, I don't want him to think I'm being a jerk. He's probably gonna message me tomorrow. What are you talking about, man?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, this shit. I mean, the whole thing. If you're like to be honest, the whole thing could be wrong, and I'd have no fucking idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, got the MP Seeker style hands.
Hey, who's all in this? I mean, everybody thinks it looks great, but who's gonna get it actually? I mean, I am, but
I'm getting it.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
I find that surprising as well.
Yeah.
Are you gonna put it on your Gundam shelf?
Yeah, probably.
With the cow next to it.
It's a pre-order. It's a pre-order I just clicked the other day because I was in plastic withdrawal and second guessing it, but it looks
pre-order money.
It was $0 commitment.
I think I figured out what it does, Matt. Hold on, I lost it.
Okay.
It just looks so good, you know.
It looks amazing. It looks amazing.
Gonna get it, Bobby? Are you gonna get it?
It's really
no, I wish I wanted it.
It's the kind of thing maybe I can bring to work, you know. Put them on the credenza.
What? Justin, are you gonna get it or no? We're place for it.
Yeah, just not a place for it. Maybe if they turned it into something interesting. Not like that. I'm sorry. I meant as in like interesting for my collection. Like if they took this and they repainted it and it was like sized appropriate and they said it was trigger happy, then okay. You know, like I'd be okay with that. But like I don't need this at all. So.
Right. Well, that's all right. What Starscream ever did he use?
Mirage.
Do you think that key activates those little teeny tiny Mr. guns on his abdomen?
Oh, let me see.
Let's see. Mr.
Wait, as far as to flip up?
Yeah.
Possibility.
You see that little bit of waffling he's got too?
Where?
He's got some waffles on those. Hold on. I'm looking for it. I can't. It's hard to do these on my phone.
The waffles, are they on the back or behind? I say back and behind. I said the same thing. Yeah.
The little pieces that make that little point, the little Tetrajet looking thing, those are waffled.
Oh, okay, yeah, see that.
Canceled.
Actually, yeah, that's about it. But that's enough for me. Canceled, yeah. Abort.
Fuck this.
I'm gonna love it. I'll get it.
All right, I'll take Sabertron. You take TFW. We'll get this company shut down.
Divide and conquer. Let's go get them, boys.
All right. Oh, we got another MakeToys. Thunder, Uranus.
Hold on. Bobby, I know what you could do with it. Get it, turn it in vehicle mode. He could be the leader of your Tetrajets. Your squadron commander.
Yeah.
He is the leader of the Seekers.
He is a Tetrajet, Bobby.
Yeah.
You still not interested?
He looks too good for my Tetrajets.
It is true.
Aww.
He probably don't smell either.
Yeah, he's probably not off gas.
Smell my Tetrajets.
So
are they still off gassing?
I don't know. I haven't smelled that smell in a while, so it might have been just something weird.
Well, but it's your fart or something.
It's probably like a dead mouse on the wall.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, we got the Thunder Erebus, Uranus, or whatever. This is the another MakeToys cross dimension. This looks good. I like it. I mean, I like the cross dimension. They're really good. This looks good. I don't know if I'll get it, but.
So when I look at this is where I can see that MakeToys and Fans Project were, friends at one point, because this just screams like some Fans toy or Fans Project like upgrade kit to me. Like that's all it looks like. I hate the way the truck looks. I really dislike it.
It's small. I think the cab is too small for the.
Is this an upgrade set or is this self-contained?
It's self-contained.
Oh, interesting.
But I think the truck is like an Iron Factory sized figure like that Overlord.
Right.
I like the robot mode. It looks decent, but the truck mode, yeah, it's not really that good.
What do you think the robot mode's like? Voyager size, or like small leader? Because I was thinking like Transform. I was thinking Transform. This would be about the size of the Hasbro or like the Ultra Magnus alt mode.
Oh.
It can't be that big. I mean, it can't. It's definitely not MP. I mean, it can't be because that chest is a Voyager-sized truck. Not Voyager, Legend-sized truck.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
Look at that butt flap, man.
I didn't get the Striker NORAD, so.
Or you all talking about?
Are you all in on this?
I'm getting this. Oh man, come on! It's gonna go great with the Legends figures. So cool, like seeing like this Legend figure powered up, and imagine him like Matt next to the Iron Factory Prime, all powered up. Like they probably look real good together.
I think Robert plays with his toys more than Matt does.
Oh, I love playing with my toys.
Floor time with Robert.
I don't know about that, Justin, but he does have. This guy does have a butt flap, and y'all were making fun of Sunstreaker for having a butt flap, but look at that butt flap.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, I agree.
That's he has hemorrhoids.
I mean, I don't like anything about this personally. Like just
nothing.
Like aesthetically, no. Like it's just not my cup of tea. Like it's too much. It's just.
What is your cup of tea, Bobby?
What's too much?
I got size comparisons. Stand by.
This thing needs to relax.
It's too much going on. You mean it's too busy?
Yeah, it's very busy, man. And like
he needs to relax.
I think the truck looks ridiculous.
What?
Like I think that there's okay, all right. Look, I think the bot looks cool. I think the butt flap is obnoxious and unfortunate, but it just doesn't look. It's too far gone for me.
The truck, the thing that gets me is like that thing, whatever it is under the trailer hanging there, like that kills me. The four wheels in the back, I think, look stupid.
You don't like the
and
donkey
they don't
dick?
even look like they're lined up. They all look like they're like looking in different directions. Like
look at all. I see you over here. I see you over there. It's big. It's bigger than I thought it would be.
I think the cab is too small.
There's a picture of a prototype next to Striker Manus in the G3. And then here, if you see how big that is, here's a picture of it all broken down. So you can kind of get an idea. So that that Power Master is probably a little smaller than a Titan Master.
it's so cool.
I like the robot.
See a lot of replacement parts in the future for that motherfucker.
I just think people are getting tired of MakeToys. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I'm in Crazy Town. I don't know. It looks good.
Come, my lady. Come, my lady.
I mean, it's cool. I think it's cool if you want to go this route or you want to go the FansHobby. It's cool to have all these options. I think this looks good. I think the FansHobby looks good. This looks good. If you can get both.
Uranus.
What I think is bullshit is they're coming out with the Striker NORAD version before the Prime version. I don't like that. I don't like that tactic.
Don't you like that tactic, Mac?
Because you gotta go ahead.
What if they're not going to come out with the Prime version, or a red one? What if it's just the nuclear? Or if they were just like, let's make a Nucleon Quest convoy for our line and just be done with it?
I want the fire convoy.
At the TFCon.
Yeah. What if the red version is a convention exclusive?
Yeah, I can see them doing that, huh?
In the Himalayas.
I used to climb the Himalayas back in the day.
You never did that.
Nope, not at all. All right. Well, we're done with turd party. Good job. We're still all together. We're still
party. He said good job.
Moving on to Hasbro news.
Oh boy.
We got TakaraTomy MP-39 and MP-12 Plus. 360 degree views, and it looks fucking awesome.
I just really think these are cool. I think this is a cool way of doing it from here on out, so you can see.
Yeah,
you can see the product. Everything.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's not working for me.
Oh, he doesn't. His legs don't move.
Oh, you can't just do it from this link. You have to click on. If you go to the text that says you can see Sunstreaker's 360 views here, click that. I just didn't link it because it's going to come up in Japanese and people aren't going to know, and if they're not using the right browser, and I figured they could figure it out for themselves if they click the links.
Hey, Greg, look at the back piece. I know a lot of people are grappling about the backpack, but I think it looks pretty nice on the bottom pick.
Oh yeah, I think he it actually looks like a backpack. I think Justin said that today.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's just a collection of bullshit.
That black piece looks like a duck face looking at me.
Yeah, it's still 2D, nothing spinning. But, oh, well, whatever.
Did you click where it says here?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, go down. Okay, you see the picture. Go down past the text.
Yes.
Go down past the little truck carrying a heart.
Yes.
Okay, now those pictures. Spin those on your cell phone. Or use your cursor.
You spin me round.
So cool.
Like a record player, round.
Backpack ain't so bad, Bobby. I told you so.
I like that. Like, to me, this doesn't look any better. Like, in terms of the backpack, that's my only real criticism of this aesthetically. Like, I
hate Transformers.
I think the backpack does look like a backpack. I agree. That's nice. I think the butt flap is obnoxious.
Yep. Fuck a butt flap. Fuck that.
It has an Autobot symbol on it, though.
That's agreed.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Why couldn't they figure out a way to just have that fold up to be the bottom of the backpack? What the fuck, man?
Or push up or something. Maybe not fold up, but push up. Maybe. On sliders.
Well, we're Transformers fans. Who does push-ups? Come on.
Speaking of sliders, man, do y'all like sliders?
Oh, I love them.
Sliders, man. That's some good shit,
man.
You
mean hamburgers or armatures?
No. Well, you can. Slider, like little small little hamburgers, but also you got the ham and cheese sliders. I mean, you can make a bunch of sliders.
Yeah, I don't know if I think I only like the sliders in burger form.
Okay, that's good to know.
You ever get a honey bun covered in butter microwave slider, Bob?
15 seconds of heaven.
No. What about a spaghetti?
So you're still not getting this? You're still not getting this, Bobby?
Two people were talking at the same time. I didn't understand either.
Sorry, I said, are you still not going to get this?
No, I'm out. I'm not. I think it looks great. I'm good.
He's dug his heels in.
And then there's one Wednesday in December, we're gonna get all those notifications in our feed, and it'll be like sunny day at Christmas time. It'll be like MP30 whatever it is review.
I don't know. I think we kind of painted Bobby into a corner here. So I think his stubborn heels have been dug in.
No, it's not really that. Like I think this looks better. Like if somebody gets it for me as a gift, I will accept it. But I just don't feel the urge to buy it. I'm not excited about it in any way. Like I'm just like, it almost feels like it almost feels identical to how I feel about the Sideswipe. Like it's like I look at it, I'm like, this is something I already have.
Yeah.
If you collect knockoffs,
I've been getting that feeling a lot about official MPs recently. I've had that going on for me. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. But then the movie B, I'm actually excited about. Isn't that weird?
Actually, I'm I wouldn't buy it, but I am excited about the movie B2 in a way. Like I'm excited to see just something different. Like they're approaching something differently.
If it weren't for that Sun Surge, I would be very excited right now.
I'm 100%. I'm right there with you. I would be in the same boat.
But I do have this guy pre-ordered.
Did you see the review on the Bumblebee yet?
No.
Oh, it's pretty good.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of I wish Sun Surge never came out because it's kind of like spoiling it for me at this point.
Bumblebee's got some diecast on it.
Your balls have been.
He's a heavy figure.
All right, host.
All right, so moving along. Takara Mall exclusive MP15/16 E-tape pack.
Hold on, is this time? Wait, hold on. Was the next part not there?
Oh, I'm sorry, my fault. I missed that. I'm sorry. Masterpiece Rumors, Blaster Twincast, and it's new tapes and Astrotrain. I'm so excited, and we got some pics of the tapes and stuff. And,
well, hold on.
It's supposed to be.
Well, there's not a link. It's supposed to be two different things. I didn't know Matt was hosting, or I would have put a note because he runs things together because he gets nervous. So the current rumors have been a blaster and a Twincast with new tapes. Like, so blasters can come with tapes, Twincast, and then there'll be a new set of tapes. And everyone's like, I don't know about that shit. Blah, 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 blah. And then it was supposed to be Sun Surge, and then Blaster.
He said
Sunstreaker. Shut up, Robert. Be Blaster and see, you made me forget what the fuck I was trying to say. You're fucking obnoxious sometimes. Blaster, what's his name? Movie Barricade, Twincast, and then they were going to do Hoist and Trailbreaker. That's what the guy said. And everybody's like, oh, whatever, bullshit, they're going to do a Blaster. And then someone said there's going to do an Astrotrain. And everybody's like, bullshit. Well, then the next day, these tapes pop up. And then, Matt, you can talk about the tapes. Okay.
I'm sorry. There's pictures, of the place. You can, it better than I do. I'm sorry.
The thing is, so it's Enemy and like these Japanese tapes, and there's a new mole tape, which is the Japanese, repaint of Steeljaw. So if they're making a Steeljaw tape,
then we're definitely getting a blaster. I would.
Then we're definitely probably getting a blaster. Exactly.
Well, we've heard. For a long time that we were going to get a blaster. I think. I think they show some, stupid pictures and stuff. But this is exciting. I hope they do
drawings. So we saw a Hoist and we saw a Trailbreaker, right? We saw a Blaster. So does that mean that we might be getting a Jazz? Like, is there some are those holding any kind of water? Like,
probably not.
I think the Steeljaw looks like shit.
So does the fucking Ravage. It still looks stupid, even the silhouette.
But Blaster is one that I would definitely consider switching out.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, God.
What if you got a Wham Horn?
Yeah. I mean, like, this would be like an added bonus. I'm really, my fingers are crossed for MMC to do all the tapes. But yeah.
That would be good, too.
Oh, that's Steeljaw.
I would be. Yeah, it looks really bad. But I'd be really interested in to see their Blaster. But at the same time, that Blaster's a hard one to beat. So I don't know.
Would they recolor? Would they just recolor Soundwave?
No.
It's interesting to see these third-party. There are certain third-party releases that are close enough that it takes the wind out of the sails of the official. For some people.
No, it doesn't.
For some people, I said, not everyone.
Do you not see all them sales ads when a Masterpiece releases something?
No, I said for some people, it takes like with what you see with Sun Surge, some people are on the fence. You know, some important personalities.
They say they're on the fence,
but even if
big shots,
it's the same thing with it's the same thing with anything. It's the same thing with third party with anything. Like if a character's already been done pretty well and another third party like coming along and they're like, now it's our turn. I'm like, yeah, I'm just okay, fair enough. Good luck.
Yep. I agree, and especially when, like, you know, a lot of the third-party things and, like, you know, the Hasbro things, too. If someone was to turn around, or I should say Takara, but if someone were to turn around and be like, here's the Prowl, like, I don't know if I'd be upgrading mine. Like, at least for me, I like my Prowl, you know, like, I don't have any particular problems with it. Like, good luck. I hope your Prowl does well. But I probably don't give a crap about it, you know, unless it just flat-out blows me away by something is, like, completely unexpected. You know, I'm probably not interested.
Yeah. Just I knew as soon as I think the reason that this is the pre-tool of the Steeljaw. This is the Night Stalker, which was a remold of that tape. That's why he's got those stupid ass guns up top, and he's got that back piece. Because it was just basically it was just another Ravage, but it looked like a lion.
Right.
So there was a remold. So I think we're seeing the pre-tool of what's going to be the Steeljaw tape. That's why it doesn't look anything like fucking Steeljaw.
Yeah, definitely. I think that those side things are going to come out. You know, it'll be different side things, and then that flap might sit down a little closer to his tail.
Well, you'll have the little wing things. He had the wings.
Right. But I think that's what will be there instead of those Ravage missiles.
Yeah, so I think this will look better. It will definitely be better than those fucking KFC tapes.
Yeah, and it'll probably look better than this. It's just I don't think a tape in that scale is what I want anymore. I mean, they have to do it. I get that. But I think that after the after that MMC Ravage, and I'm just I'm like,
and that Laserbeak.
Bobby's all set with the tapes.
Yeah, you getting a Laserbeak?
That's the thing for me is I'm still into the MP Soundwave scale. That's fine with me. It doesn't bother me at all, and it looks fine next to the little human characters. So.
Nice. So are y'all gonna trade y'all's Astrotrain in if it's true that for that Dix-9 chicker?
Dude, I'll trade my fucking Astrotrain in if it ain't true.
As you can tell by me purchasing Transportation Captain, I was trying.
Said Transportation Captain.
That's one of the funniest third-party names ever. Transportation Captain. Oh God, it's so bad.
And we'll give him a little accessory. We'll give him a little card to pull around.
See, but there's a good example. Like there's a MP scaled third party piece that I have that if official came along, I would I wouldn't even be able to see every picture of it before the pre-order was already clicked.
You just be like, nobody's biting on this sale. Off to Goodwill it goes. Yeah.
I would see the silhouette. Or if they put, even if they had all the letters, like it was just the letters rearranged inside of a paragraph that said something's coming soon. But
if it's the same train,
but the letters that were bold, spelled Astrotrain, I'd pre-order it immediately. Like I would and dump my trigger. Like that's an example of one where it wouldn't matter. Like the third party option doesn't matter.
Well, third party's got a chance to get one more out because this is going to be is that Sun Soon Song guy? There's like
Swan Song.
Song. He's always posting shit. Like he's one of those in the know guys. So I mean, it's not like fucking Joe Blow 69 on ZFW. It's like my buddy told me. But I think he said it was going to be like one of the 2018 like probably later releases.
Right.
So
that's fine.
Yeah, you got time for 5 more extra trains to come out between now and then.
Yeah. Hey, you can always make a new Hammer Time video. That DX9 chicker. Hammer to the. All right. Man, anyway, more in hand. Moving on. More in hand picks to MPM Optimus Prime. Looks great.
When I saw this, we didn't have a lot of news, so I threw it in and ended up uncovering a bunch of shit. So I mean, it's like, man.
Yeah, I think this.
I like
this
it.
Looks good. Yeah.
I got that B coming. I'll get this one too.
I hope you like that B, man. Tell me how it is.
Well, you're not buying it now?
How it is.
No, I am. I just haven't got it yet.
Okay, good.
No, I'm getting it. Oh, fuck no.
You buy the repaint of the Age of Extinction one, but
I got that. I just got that for views. All 37.
I was looking at the pictures of the bee, and I found a place that had it, and I was like, because I can't find it anywhere. Big Bad Toy Store, I emailed them because I couldn't find anybody in America that had it. Chosen Prime, I ended up finding he had it, but they were like, we haven't even gotten a solicitation for it. Haney didn't even know anything about it other than the fact that it existed. Apparently, none of the Toys R Us, the distribution centers, have ordered any yet of the bee that came out in Singapore on Tuesday. Yeah, but I found one actually before I found it anywhere in America. But I was looking and I was like, man, yellow plastic on black plastic, I don't know if it's worth it. It's a hefty price tag. And then that one dude that did that review bought his and was posting live at TFW from the store, waiting for them to open and sell. They had some event going on. He had to wait for a presentation or something to be over. And then he got home and he was like, metallic paint and all that black is actually gunmetal. And I'm like, click. I'm like, that's
how
all
much
I did
for
there.
$85?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I forgot which the company had it, but it was $85.
No, Chosen Prime has it for $99.99, I think.
Well, I saw someone overseas have it for $85. Isn't that where you got yours?
Where'd you see it? Was it? It's sold out. It's sold. Yeah, it's actually sold out at all those sites.
Oh, okay.
It's sold out up to 3 runs at Ami and I think Anime Export and HLJ. They only have 2 runs listed.
Man,
it's sold out until August or the end of August.
Sure.
I got mine from Chamung Mung. He's listed at $89, and it's $20 shipping.
Yeah, shipping is going up.
That shit? I can get it for you cheaper.
I just spent $18.
It's already shipped.
I just spent $18 to ship Padme.
Really?
From Anime Export, and it was a pain in the dick dealing with their shipping system. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, but is that the only place you can get that?
It was a Tamashii Nations exclusive, so it was not the only place, but it was a difficult toy to track down.
Oh, okay.
Like that Qui-Gon. Yeah, if that shipping was $18, we might need to.
Yeah, no, of course, dude. Actually, remind me to talk to you about that Qui-Gon after the show. I got something to talk to you about that. No problem. I mean, good either way, but just let me talk to you about that.
What did I get at Anime Export? Oh, the C-3PO and R2-D2, because that was the only place that had them after fucking 6 hours. And I got both of those. And then even if shipping's $20, I still got them cheaper than what they want for C-3PO at fucking Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah.
So,
is that a Tamashii Nation exclusive also, the 3PO?
No, it's just highly fucking sought after.
Gotcha.
People have been chomping at the bit ever since they started making those figures, it seems like. I mean, I got into them late, but
the way that people are fucking ravenous about those figures, I'm surprised that they're not cranking out more.
But the thing, the way people are acting about that shit, look in those figure art Star Wars groups, people can't sell shit for nothing.
Yeah, well, the shit doesn't sell. It's interesting, man. The Transformers sell a lot better, I've noticed, in Facebook groups and stuff like that than almost anything else, with the exception maybe of Marvel Legends. But Marvel Legends price value, unless it's something spectacular, is it's shit. You see Marvel Legends post all the time. It's $8 shipped. I'm like, but the shipping's $7.40. Okay.
I had to go to 9 Walgreens and a Kmart to find this figure.
Yeah. I do feel like Transformers retain their value better than anything else, maybe with the exception of Hot Toys.
Well, I think official Transformers, third party, third party kind of drops, but then the way the rate that stuff's coming out, you better hurry up and sell that shit if you want to sell it.
Even third party, man, even when it was something official, and you can still flip your B or your Sunstreaker for $65 or whatever, that, I still feel I see shit like you said, and there's SH Fig Arts groups where I'm like, man, motherfuckers can't sell that shit for this price.
Yeah,
it is crazy to me.
Well, I told you I was going to buy that. I was really thinking about buying that speeder set because the guy only wanted like $100 for it or $120, and I had seen like 240 on eBay.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it. I was like, that's a stupid waste of that money. I had money because I sold a bunch of shit, and it was burning a hole in my PayPal, and I ended up buying the Hasbro one for $20 on eBay shipped.
Dude, I LOL at people in those groups that are like, interested in SHF Biker Scout, trooper only. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Well, couldn't you just buy the trooper? Wasn't he?
No, sir.
I thought they did a single pack of him.
Nope.
Or something.
Negative.
All right, we're moving along with the Transformer news.
We are talking about Star Wars, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt. I'm sorry.
Did you hear that Ron Howard was confirmed?
Oh yeah, for Han Solo
movie?
I did. Yeah, that's crazy.
What do y'all think about that?
I think that's exciting. Like the guys that were doing the Han Solo movies, like the same guys that did 21 Jump Street, and that always sat weird with me. I was like, wait, what? So.
Oh, the 21 Jump Street, the new one with what's his name and the other guy?
That's who was doing it before.
The fat one and skinny one.
Who was that? Was that John Cena and somebody else?
No,
Jonah Hill and what's the guy from
Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Step Up and G.I. Joe. I love Step It Up.
Actually, those movies are pretty funny if you've never seen them. I like those movies.
Which ones?
The 21 and 22 Jump Street.
Dude, totally agree.
But just not the right person to be doing a Han Solo
exactly,
movie.
Exactly.
It'd be like Michael Bay doing a Transform movie. Takara Tomy God Ginrai gift set is coming up. All right.
Yeah.
That's shiny. Oh, I like that sword.
Yeah.
How many are there of this? I get so confused. There's like 13 out there for this. I don't understand which one to get.
Well, I made that one pretty easy. None of them.
All right, moving along. Since y'all
the only thing that almost makes me feel compelled is the little Minerva Power Master or Headmaster thing. But I can't.
Minerva.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that bad.
AFK.
Oh, looks pretty good.
Shiny. No?
Yeah, it's got some shiny
nice
stuff.
Colors. Those wings are a little high. They gotta relax.
Why do you have to relax?
Dude, God, I can't wait till we get to this next note.
Okay. All right, move on to the next note.
I just want to say, before you do though,
yeah.
This next note I'm pretty excited about because it's going to be another TFCon painting custom class. So.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
We got Wonderfest exclusive Dark of the Moon Laserbeak, which is a recolor of Bumblebee into the pink.
Bumblebee. This is Laserbeak.
So there you go, folks. Y'all wanted it, y'all get it.
And you like it.
I'm frankly surprised that it's taken this long for this to come out.
That's true.
Like I feel like this would have been like something that you would have seen on the pegs at a store.
Or at BotCon 2016.
Yeah, it's just another Bumblebee, you know.
Yeah.
How was it Laserbeak?
He turned pink in the movie.
Yeah, it was a pink Bumblebee for like 2 seconds in the movie.
That moment, that one moment for about not even a minute,
What? He did?
Yep.
He became Bumblebee?
Yep.
Yeah, when Laserbeak goes attacking all the humans, when he's killing them and all that stuff.
Yeah, that part we thought it was going to go really dark when he's like goes to the little girl. He's like, "Is your daddy home?"
Exactly.
I like how that Optimus Prime is wearing clothes and holding a gasoline thing.
Hey, he works. You got to work for your money, man. You see how much the last movie made, already. So you might get a part-time job. It's only $38. That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, it's exclusive, so that's not bad. I mean, I'm going to Wonderfest this year, so I'll pick up some for everybody.
Are you?
No. All right. Well, we're done with Hasbro news. Yay.
Before we go to statue news,
yes, sir.
Robert, did you ever watch that Making a Murderer show?
No,
I did.
Me too.
He was talking.
Kid just sent me a link. I guess the court just they upheld the overturned conviction on the nephew. So unless they can find some new evidence, they have 90 days. He's getting out.
Really?
The like half retarded one.
Yeah, the dumb kid.
Yeah, the one that like they set him up or they like pushed him into it.
Yeah.
Why can't he be half smart? Why has he got to be half retarded?
So watch the show. You'll know. This dude's.
You say he's getting out?
He could, unless they can fucking find a reason to retry him. But as it stands now, the appeal, the overturned convictions upheld. So they have 90 days. Yeah, that's good. We just watched it, so it's like fresh in my head.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
I was pissed off after I was done with it. I was like, it's fucked up.
It was a good documentary.
Yeah. So yeah, breaking news.
The last thing I do in my free time is watch legal stuff. I play Transformers.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
I mean, Bobby, do you want to
documentaries about diploma frames and shit?
Like, do you watch shows about mopping, Bobby? You know? Yes,
yeah.
you do, actually.
No,
You're like, I love mopping. I'm a mopper. I'm such a mopper.
I don't watch shows about it. I did watch one show about it.
I know.
That I enjoyed very much. And but if they ever make a mopping movie, or maybe they've touched on them in the past, I usually do enjoy those.
Oh my god! Moving on to statue news. All right, first we got Prime 1 Transformers: The Last Night Megatron. Let's see. Ooh,
I love the Predator bust they have here. It's just great. I hope the helmet is removable so you can see the mandibles underneath and all that stuff.
Move your helmet and see your mandibles.
Man, I'm just telling you, this looks fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it looks perfect.
Yeah, they do a really good job.
Holy shit! If I had the money for this stuff, man,
you do.
But Lisa will kill me.
Of course they do. The eyes light up, the right arm weapon, and the base.
Beautiful.
Hold on, it's down here. 31 inches tall. Nice. LED functions on eyes, right arm weapon, and base. 2 alternate portrait, what the fuck that means. Shield fitting on that fits on the back or the arm. 1 alternate exclusive portrait. I'm guessing that means the head. Retail price. The regular version, the exclusive version is $1,899, which I know is out of our price range. But if you just want to get the regular version,
right, of course,
it's $50.
It's $1,849. So that alternate face or portrait, I'm assuming is a face. That last thing I mentioned is $50. But I mean, really, like compared to the cost,
look at that.
Might as well be $5.
Yeah.
Do these guys have resale value?
I'm sure they fucking do. If you can find someone as stupid as you are.
That base looks good. The teeth look good. God,
you ever see people selling this stuff though?
No, but I'm not in any of those groups, you know, because I don't it's like, it would be like a child trying to sit at the adult table.
Now, does Joe KW buy these?
I don't think he has any Prime.
He should.
I could be mistaken. I don't really know. I know that 1/4 scale statue is like the way that he's going now for like his high-end collectibles. And dude, last time I talked to him, he was like, "I'm thinking about stop buying Transformers altogether." He went to Yeah, no, I actually said the same thing, Matt. I said the same thing, but he just said that like when he went to Japan and he was looking at like he was looking at, you know, all this high-end robot shit, that even some of it with licensing like Macross or whatever, and then he was comparing the prices versus the parts count and the finish and the transformations and everything to like Takara Masterpiece, and he was like, in third-party stuff, and he was like, it's not worth the price. I'm not buying this shit anymore.
Which?
We lost another one.
The Takara stuff, he means.
Okay. All of it. Takara and third-party.
He said third-party too, Robert.
Yeah.
No, I just wasn't sure if you meant the Macross or the Transformers.
Yeah, no, he hasn't fully committed to that, but it's definitely something that's kicking around in his head.
I like Joe KW. He's a fellow Cheez-It brother. He actually reached out to me because I mentioned I was eating Cheez-Its on the show the other day and talked about Cheez-Its. Yeah, because he was posting pictures, And I saw something in one of the pictures I was looking for, and it was like a really good price. And I almost asked him if he'd grab it for me. And then I felt bad. I was like, man, I saw the way that guy packed his bag. Like, they probably just went to have a good time. Like, they're not planning on bringing a bunch of shit back. And then he posted a goddamn picture of his fucking stuff. And like his fucking is his wife or his girlfriend's girlfriend, right? Yeah, she looked like a 12th scale action figure next to all the other shit.
I agree.
I was like, oh my god.
It looked like he bought her, and that's what all her accessories that she comes with.
Well, that's what I asked him. I was like, how much was that? Yeah, I just wanted this Takara tape for $18 a set or something like that.
Right.
Wherever they were, he could have stuck those in his pocket if I'd known he was fucking coming back like that.
Yeah, he doesn't have pockets.
Oh, that's right.
He has to put them in his armpits.
He put them in his waistband.
How tight are his little wife beaters he wears? Because he could put them under the shoulder pads.
So it's funny you ask. It depends on whether he's bulking or slimming down or cutting or whatever. Like he tells me, like if he's bulking up, they get a little snug, and when he's like cutting down, they get a little breathing.
Oh, he was definitely bulking on that trip. I saw his pictures.
When Joe's hanging out in a wife beater, does he ever just sit there and get hard nipples while you're hanging out with him? Does it get uncomfortable?
I have never checked. Honestly.
Tight like a tiger.
But turn up the AC one day when he's hanging out.
I will. Anyway.
Uncle nipples.
All right, we got 3A premium scale TLK figures. So
this is weird to me that they're going with this. I mean, this Bumblebee. Like this isn't. I guess they say it's the Last Night Bumblebee, but it has the face shield. That he didn't do that in the Last Night, did he?
Sure, he did. That was in the trailer. That was a huge scene where Optimus goes and stabs at him, and it bounces off the shield and almost hits Marky Mark. And
there was so many moving things in this fucking movie. It just had to forgive me.
He almost looked super deformed.
Not to jump ahead, but that's right when that movie started losing me. And I was like, oh, here we go again. I better take my fucking, what'd you say, Matt? You Dramamine? I better take my fucking Dramamine because I'm about to fucking get sick.
Bring your lunch too, man, because you're going to put a long ride.
I was going to bring my lunch, but Kit looked at me like I was stupid. I was going to cook some chicken fingers and a hot dog and bust out a meal and see what people next to us saw, wrap it all in foil and pull it out of a bag.
This really looks the part, though.
These look
yeah. They look great.
Look at the next one.
Soulless eyes, man.
Look at the Prime.
Yeah, looks.
I feel like if you're really into the movies, these are the best things you can have to represent them. So, what's the price? What's the price of their 3A, the Optimus they did?
5 or 20,000.
Let me check real quick.
God, that Prime looks. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Okay, so 3A, just because I still can't keep track. 3A, they are posable figures. Is that it?
Yes. If it's not from Hasbro or Takara, it doesn't transform.
So. Right, but it's not a statue. It's
like an action figure, a giant action figure.
That's kind of cool. What's the price like?
I'm trying to find out. Bumblebee, non-refundable. It's $200.
Yeah.
And
not bad.
15 inches tall.
Oh wait. TF5 is a deposit of $200.
Oh.
It's the piece itself is $390.
I know 3A stuff is very pricey for that large scale thing.
The Prime is $450 with a deposit of $250.
That's not. I'm sure it's really well made, and I'm sure it comes with a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And it's super. I mean, it's super detailed and super painted. If you're in this particular scene, as it were, of collecting, I mean, I'm sure they'd be like, "Oh, damn! I thought it was gonna be more."
You know what? In all fairness to what you're saying, sorry to cut you off. If you're gonna buy a Hot Toys, I mean, it's the same price range, right? I mean, it looks like.
No, I mean this is twice the price.
Well, I think that Prime looks 3 times as good as that fucking Hot Toys Prime, personally.
I mean, it looks pretty. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna think in those terms.
I guess it's not that much more expensive than the Hot Toys Prime. The Hot Toys Prime was $350 to $400, I think, somewhere in there. I could be wrong.
Well, weren't there 2 versions?
Yes, there was a deluxe version. They're known for that shit too.
Do you have that one?
No, they had a version of me. They got a Squeaks too for $200. Yikes!
I was just about to mention Squeaks. Oh my God! You see this? So Prime is 19 inches tall. He has 99 points of articulation. I can't even fathom 99 points of articulation.
What's interesting about that is that they don't show a whole lot of articulation in the in the pictures of them, you know?
They don't want to ruin it for you.
Do you think points of articulation in this aspect, they're counting like any time you have to move, like have a movable panel or something?
Absolutely.
Like that? Yeah.
Absolutely. The shoulder
they're
piece.
fucking cheaping out on that count, definitely.
I mean, they're just, cashing in more so.
Well, yeah, I can't say
to move my dick.
They're cheaping out because, I mean, like, what if they didn't include the panels? Like, how can you possibly include 99 points of articulation?
Right. There's just not that many moving joints.
Yeah.
What I do find interesting is that, like, 3A usually does more stylized stuff, and this looks like just straight literal translations, which I think is interesting.
I think it looks good.
I would like to see a Google translation, but
you know what I would like to see, Robert? This thing repainted at TFCon as a Quintesson.
Fuck yeah, with like bitch slap action.
Did he bitch slap? Did they? I was Lance point this out. Did he bitch slap Megatron too to get that red streak on him?
Megatron was just like.
Well, let's talk about Rodimus and then we'll get into that.
All right, Imaginarium Art Rodimus Prime.
Yes.
Now, I tried. Fuck, I can't remember who shared the pictures in the Facebook group.
Tyler F.
No, it wasn't Tyler F.
He did the fifth time through.
I tried to find those pictures somewhere online. I couldn't find them. Fuck, who was it?
That's kind of look like.
But it doesn't matter. What was it of?
Yeah, it was the other pictures and action of this thing with like the different parts on. So he's like opening the Matrix and he's like doing like action shots. And hold on a second, I'll just put him in the chat. And then if Justin wants to add him in, then if he's doing pictures.
Those wheels and spoiler look a little small.
Okay, so are Imaginarium statues or are they action figures?
I think they're statues.
They're statues with dramatic switch-out parts, and you'll see. This is why I want these pictures in here, but I couldn't find a link. But I guess if I put them in the chat, Justin can copy them if he's doing pictures. I don't want to assume.
They wouldn't be in statue news if it would be statues, Robert.
Asshole! The last thing we saw were like action figures.
Well, that's why I changed it to statue and statuesque news.
Yeah,
because
is that spoiler really thin back there in the tires? Kind of small.
Lotus Stark. Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, Lotus. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
give it up to Lotus.
God damn it.
Yeah,
give it up to Lotus's bank account.
Have y'all seen his reviews when he got that Venom? Oh, my God. That thing was beautiful.
I didn't even know he did reviews.
Yeah,
he does review statues. They're really good.
I'm going to subscribe to him right now.
Subscribe to him? Honestly, this doesn't look much better than MP-09.
Robert, just wait until I post these pictures before you start. Before you start, yapping. Hold on. I don't know why some of these are different colors. Like, I don't know why some of these are red. Maybe it's two different versions. Like, it's Redimus Prime.
Redimus Prime.
It's Gredimus Prime.
Redimus.
Yeah, he's got some great statue reviews on here. I'm excited about checking them out.
I'm not going to sub to that dude because I don't have that kind of money. And Kit knows how much these things cost because that was my way to make sure I didn't start buying them. I showed her how much these things cost. So I was like, I'm not going to buy these.
Oh, that was good. Opening up the Matrix.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
that's
my God.
Those are dramatic, like, switch-out parts.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That base looks good. The lights.
It does look much better than MP-09.
That does look better than MP-09. It's only $5,000.
Hey, is the red ones, is that from that episode, the last episode?
What if it is? What if they're two versions?
Dude, what if red and the gray? To be customized at the next TFCon.
That would be sweet to get a bunch of those, like Ultramanias and Retgar and all that stuff, and Skylinks.
You paint this, that.
That looks good.
What if your buddy who never spots you a buck, if like it was cash only, they didn't take cards? What if you went to his house one day and he had the red one and the regular card one? What would you say?
I would be like, dude,
sign me up.
Lunches on you.
Well, you know, everybody's got that friend that you're like, oh, you get there and it's like cash only, and you're fucking, I got a card, and they'd be like, oh, sorry, you got to walk 3 blocks to the ATM. You know that dude's got the red one and the regular card one.
Yeah.
You know.
That wraps it up. Matt, do you mind if I read this one thing that somebody posted to our wall?
Oh, heck no. Go ahead.
This is from Darren. He's been with us since like the beginning.
Well, he hadn't been quite at the beginning. I had to talk to him and convince him that he might want to listen to a podcast, but he's been with us for a while.
Darren B?
Oh, I was thinking you meant Darren G.
Yeah, no. This
never mind.
He's been with us since like the very beginning. Lately, I've noticed that there have been a lot of hate being thrown at MMC's way from you guys. Even though they have produced what would be close to being last year's figure of the year with their version of Overlord, they've also given us great figures like Oculus Max Mirage, Tarn, Impactor, and Backdraft. I've also noticed that this has started since Lenny left the show. Is there anything you guys need to tell us? Are you okay? Remember, it's not MMC's fault he left. If you ever need to sit down and talk about it, don't message me because I'll be putting together some Gundam. But I'm sure there's professionals out there you can talk to. Just go easy on MMC with a smiley face. And then he had like and then he had a picture of Overlord and Backdraft and the fucking the black repaint of Impactor and the repaint of Rampage, and they're saying, "What did we do wrong?" Yeah, look, I'm gonna be dead honest about this because I actually talked to Joe about this a little bit one night. I think I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a bit of that in there. Like, if I were to really search my feelings, if I wasn't, like upset that he has left the show. Not upset with him. He's got to do what he's got to do, but just upset that he's left the show. I think I'd be lying if I said that didn't impact my opinion on MMC, even if it was in the slightest. That being said, on the other hand, I have plenty of recent releases to choose from that I've bought to be like, no, there's also this, and this. Like, yes, Carnifex is a fucking knockout, but Carnifex was also designed way before MMC started slipping. And then what else? Tarn is an exception. Tarn works well, but the rest of it has been like fucking Dickamus and Jesus Christ. Like,
but they were designed a while ago as well, weren't they?
Right? Carnifex a while ago.
Well, let's be fair. Pretty much every MMC reformatted release was designed a while ago.
But Carnifex was around. Like Carnifex took like a year and a half, 2 years, 2.5 years.
We saw that shit at TFCon, that first one.
Yeah, like it might have even. Yeah, I think we did. Like it's been around.
No, we did.
Forever.
Yeah.
So like, so that was what 2014, 15, 14. So and then that shit came out winter 2016. So like that's 2 years. Like I think that was designed in their prime, so to speak, and I don't feel like they're necessarily in that space anymore. But I'd love for them to prove me wrong. I have the hot rod on the way. But I just haven't been proved wrong yet.
Did you buy that hot rod, or you just
I did.
Check it out?
Okay.
Or did Lenny kick you down that hot rod?
No. But the like the fucking Death's Head mold is shit. The Dickamus mold is nothing to write home about. What
Trailbreaker.
Yeah, I mean like that is something that could have been a lot better had they put the extra effort into it. But that's a company that I feel like used to put the effort into it. So it's just a number of things that are like contributing to the way that I'm feeling about MMC. But I think when he asked me that, I did have to search. I did have to do some soul searching on that. And
I would your feelings, it to be true.
And I think I'm being honest. I'm being honest about it. I think that probably has had an impact on how I see that company.
Wow.
From my side, like, for me, it's a lot of my collecting habit has changed. Like, the reformatted stuff, like, they're making characters that I'm not all that interested in owning copies of. Like, I was in on the DJD, and then I'm like I don't even read the comics anymore. Like, I'm just not interested in that.
You don't want this thing that's like Whirl, but not like Whirl, and
yeah,
stupid?
Exactly. Like, I don't want that. That's not interesting to me. Like, I love the Inferno mold. I love the Sphinx mold. Like, I'm in on the Ocular Max line. I even like the whatchamacallit, the
tapes.
I'm sorry, what?
The tapes.
No, I don't have those tapes, and I won't be getting them either. But like, I like the Trailbreaker and the Hoist. Like, I like those. But you know, like outside of those ones, like I don't know, like I don't really care for the reformatted line. Like, I have Overlord, and he's good enough for an Overlord for me at this point. But the rest of this stuff is not things I need. So, frankly, it's not that interesting.
Do you think Lenny still listens to us?
No, but I'll tell you what. I Lenny listens to us. I really like MMC. I think they're, you know, Bobby makes some good points there. So does Justin. But you know, I like, you know, I see them as separate lines. I love the Perfection series. Yeah, Trailbreaker could have used like a nice paint finish, but I love the figure. I love the posability. I don't think anything touches it. You know, I mean, I love the Perfection series. It's obvious. I like the Ravage. You know, we'll see about the birds. I think, you know, it's the kind of situation I want to have them in hand before I pass judgment. But you know, the reformatted stuff, like Justin's saying, I'm not really too much into it. So, you know, I know other people love that stuff, you know, and then some people, like what Bobby's saying, he really doesn't like it because it doesn't look like the characters that they're supposed to be, you know. So, you know, but I'm not, you know, I don't want to judge the whole company based on like just mush all the lines together and then say, well, they just, you know, they're going downhill. But at the same time, I think you make some good points, you know, about, you know, what you're saying there. But I don't hate them. I certainly don't. You know, they haven't really done anything to piss me off. I'll tell you that. And I think they're probably going to come out with some pretty good stuff, you know. So we'll see. But I certainly don't have any reason to hate on them right now.
God damn it! Give us some good points, man. Give it up.
X9, like, you know, look, the Mitron pissed me off. That got me out of the X9 Masterpiece scale. Although I still collect the DX9 Legends, which I think are skyrocketing, you know, and really like they're like the leader of the pack almost. You know, they're up there with Iron Factory. They're head to head, and I'm looking at them as, you know, so like I hate DX9 for their Masterpiece stuff, but I love them for their Legends. So the same thing goes on with, I don't hate MMC for the reformatted, but I don't love the reformatted stuff. I really like, I have a lot of the reformatted stuff, but I don't have it all. I'm not collecting it all, just completionist wise. But the Perfection series, I'm like, I fucking love this stuff. So, you know, it's hard to just be black and white about it. You know, there's some shades of gray.
Michael Jackson?
See, to me, I just want to be clear, because this conversation comes up a lot where it happens like this, and then Robert, you say, but you can't judge it all the same. There's two different lines. But what I'm saying is that I'm disappointed in both lines.
Well, there's disappointment.
So I can judge it in its totality because I'm disappointed in both lines.
Yeah, I mean, I think based on the factors you're citing is important. You know, I think you have every right to have your opinion.
Of course, I mean, of course, everybody has a right to their opinion. But
yeah, but I think it's a valid point, though. I agree that you make valid points. You know, but I personally with Trailbreaker, I feel like Trailbreaker kind of killed it for you. But it really is just about the paint finish for me, and it still does enough that it doesn't kill it for me. But I think that's a case-by-case basis, person to person. You know?
Person to person. I hate third party. I'm just gonna tell you that.
Except you, shut up.
And I think it's not just that the figures don't look like the characters they're trying to be with reformatted. It's that they don't look like the characters they're trying to be for the sole purpose of making a repaint.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what's irritating.
Never mind.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, but, I mean, yeah, you just said my main thing.
But you love Hasbro.
There's no point. I mean,
Jesus.
I do love Hasbro.
Not
yeah,
you.
nobody else nobody fucking repaints. But just Hasbro only does repaints.
Here we go.
Here we go. We're off to the races.
Bobby's defending an MMC figure being painted into a gorilla. That's not a gorilla. But at the same time, he hates them for repainting figures. I get
no, let me see. I still feel like you don't.
No, I get it. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, because if MMC were to release that as a product to sell, I would be like, poor choice.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
Okay, all right.
That would be a poor choice. But as far as the customizing, I think it's an awesome choice. Y'all want to do a discussion, or y'all want to read MP collectors question first, or what do y'all want to
do? Let's do the movie discussion, and then we'll do MP collectors question and see how much time we have for other questions.
That's a good question.
I was going to answer the thing too, but
well, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Greg.
No, it's cool.
I want to hear what you have to say, Greg.
It's cool.
Yeah,
I know you don't. You obviously don't, because you started talking about your fucking recycled TFCon joke again until you get the last fucking laugh out of it.
He said, "I do want to hear what you have to say."
I know. I can tell, because that's why he started talking over me with his recycled TFCon joke about.
I apologize, Greg.
I just wanted to say that I fucking hate MMC, and that didn't have shit to do with Lenny. I hated MMC before Lenny left. If anything, I hate him more now. But
burn.
No, I got a bunch of shitty figures from that company.
Yeah.
It is a shit company, whatever. Yeah. Plus, they only put one figure out every year or something.
I love MMC.
No, I think that they've been pretty prolific.
I was kidding.
Yeah, I got some pretty shitty figures from that company, and I got 2 or 3 really good figures from that company, and that just makes it worse.
I'm trying to think if I've ever bought a figure that was like a poor build from them, and I don't. I think that the Death's Head is probably the only thing I bought that was just a poor build.
Death's Head, my Sphinx. I got the first Sphinx because that's the color I wanted, and I got it, and it was just a floppy fucking mess.
That's that Greg curse, though.
10 wasn't fucking done right. I asked for replacement parts. I got them. They sent the wrong fucking thing. Like, I was specific as possible, and they still sent the wrong fucking part. And not to mention, they sent a part that I couldn't even replace because I had to knock out 4 pens on a $100 fucking figure, and I'm not doing that. So then I had to get the color I didn't want, and I just fucking hated it. I actually sold it in the mat because I couldn't stand to look at it. And then finally, 2 months after I sold the motherfucker, they finally sent the right part. So then there was parts sitting there, and I had the fucking figure for it. And then the Trailbreaker, that pen was working itself out at the fucking the abdomen joint. Like, it just, pieces were falling off in transformation. Like, it was just, I don't know. Every single one of their figures I've gotten, I just have not been happy with it. Like, in that ocular whatever line, except for that tape, except for that Ravage. That's the only one.
In their defense, my experience with the customer service has been very responsive, and they send you replacement parts. Always sent me replacement parts quickly, and who the hell am I? You know, they know I break them because I've said so out loud on the show and stuff. You know, they'll still send them.
I think companies wait for Greg to order something, and they send him the shittiest one they can possibly.
It's only if it's a highly regarded figure. If it's like a piece of shit figure, Greg gets the perfect one.
Look, just for the record, I like MMC, and if they made baked juice, I'd buy it.
I don't hate them at all. I am just disappointed in many of their more recent releases.
And their future releases, too, some of them.
I don't hate them either. I just said that for that controversy. But
Controversy.
I've been feeling iffy on them ever since Azalea, man. Like, everybody was loving Azalea. Like, I had her in the box. Everybody took her out. They're like, this is so cool. And, like, I finally took her out, later that night. And was, looking around. I'm like, yeah, this is cool, guys. Yeah, it's a good figure. Yeah. But,
when everybody liked Azalea, I felt like, there was something wrong with me because I didn't, because I
exactly
the transformation.
Once you look around,
the transformation sucked.
You just look around like, I might be different than everybody.
But man, we were at TFCon, and we didn't want to fuck. I mean, we were in the behind enemy lines, so we didn't want to say we didn't like Azalea because we might not have made it out of there with the skins on our backs.
And I think there was the excitement of all, it was the excitement of just everything. Like we got her a bit earlier than most people, and. There was other contributing factors, I think, to that. But
the thing about Azalea is I do like the aesthetic of her, but I hate the neck doesn't hold together well. The transformation sucks. Those things bother me. But I mean, outside of that, I think she's okay. So aesthetically, she stands on the shelf just fine.
Yeah, and my the action figure element works pretty fine, at least on mine. It's just that transformation blows.
Exactly. I mean, I've got the RC version, I've got the Elita 1 version, and I've got the whatever it is, the one with the hammer, the purplish one, which I think the purplish one looks freaking awesome. Yeah, I love the Solus Prime version.
Which is awesome.
But it's a shitty toy to play with. It's just a good action figure basically.
Right.
Speaking of blows, we're going to talk about the last night.
Whoa! Shots fired from that.
So Justin, go. You're the only one that hasn't seen it, and anybody that hasn't seen it that wants to avoid spoilers, just click out now because we're not going to bite our tongues.
Spoiling the shit out of it.
And I have stopped recording. No, I'm just kidding. But before you get started, I do want to throw out there that I watched Matt's spoiler-free review of it earlier today, and
as did I.
I will say, I dislike the fact that Matt says if you're a true fan, you should spend the money on it, because I don't think you should. If you're a true fan and you don't like it, vote with your wallet. You know,
I think that's a fair point.
feel like you need to throw money at it, because the reason deluxes keep doing what they do is because people are still buying them. You know, and
that's a fair point.
Yeah, if they're gonna buy it,
I don't
there's no
disagree with you
reason
at all.
to change it to try to get people interested. And that's all I have on that. So
That's
please.
a fair point. So go. So ask. Like,
Why do you hate
like,
me?
Gauge the audience on certain things. Like, you know, like you haven't seen the movie, so
Absolutely.
ask some questions.
If as you guys talk about this movie, when questions arise, I will interject. Don't worry.
Oh no, I was hoping that you would ask the questions.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know where to begin.
Okay, so let's start with the obvious thing. The whole like Knights of the Round Table Nazis thing. Like, I have watched not reviews of it that, you know, kind of say that like this type of thing is going to be like very short part of the movie, and the rest of it it's never going to be referenced again, or if it is, it's only in like a little like short flashback. How true is that?
The Nazi part was little. It was more about Bumblebee and, you know, just how the Transformers were helping, you know, the soldiers. And
the Nazi part is one of those things that had no real bearing on the story whatsoever.
Yeah, I was also in actually Hot Rod and Bumblebee fought together in this, so that's kind of a mention of that.
Well, sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Go on.
Well, there was that part. I think part of the reason that was there was when Bumblebee shows up with Marky Mark and Anthony Hopkins was like, Bumblebee, it's like, you probably don't remember me. And he's like, you met before? And it's like, yeah, but I was a little boy in short pants.
Was Bumblebee a Volkswagen thing?
Yeah. No, he was the car that Hitler. He was the Mercedes-Benz model that Hitler drove.
Gotcha.
He wasn't a Volkswagen?
No, it was the Nazi High Command preferred car.
So why is Bumblebee on that side if he's an Autobot?
He's not on that side. He's undercover.
He was undercover.
Gotcha.
But even that doesn't have any real bearing on the story. Like, you don't need, you don't need Anthony Hopkins to have a relationship with Bumblebee for that story to keep chugging along.
There was more to it. They were establishing that Bumblebee had been there longer than from the first movie, and they were all surprised that he had been there, and that's when they were saying that he had been there since at least.
But my point is that none of that had anything to do with the story.
Also that he kind of had like this other personality of more of a badass personality, you know, and like right at one point though they say, "Come on, Bumblebee, badass!" Like he had another name, right? What was his other name? It was some other name for him, like they called him something because they were saying his personality was a lot different. And that was the other part of talking about it, because they were like, "Oh, but he's so nice," and it's like, well, back then, in times of war, you know, and they were just establishing, they were setting Bumblebee up as like this badass character. Because I thought that was going to have some bearing on the end. Even though that takes, possibly, even though it takes place before, I thought they were going to be setting up something towards the end, but that didn't happen.
I did
so let me ask you this again. Going back to Bumblebee, if he's the only one that's on Earth, why is he undercover as Hitler's car?
So he wasn't the only one. They were just trying to establish, and I'm not sure why.
Or the Allspark, or the cube, or whatever it was. I mean,
well, see, that's the thing, is that like, just like every one of these movies, it's just like, look, don't
try
bother yourself remembering the other ones. All right, we're just gonna start new here. But like
fresh slate.
They're trying to establish that now the Transformers have been here since the Knights of the Round Table. You were right; it is Arthur Witwicky. And
but weren't they called Witwickens?
Yeah, they were called.
Oh my God, they practice witchcraft.
Drunk Merlin. There was a drunk Merlin.
Well, the whole establishment was it wasn't magic. It was like all magic through history, like has been some sort of advanced technology that has been engineered from Transformers.
Right.
They got the magic stick.
So it was Arthur Witwicky and the Transformers were around then, and then they were around through the whole time, and then they just had that one little Nazi scene when they're talking about why Anthony Hopkins knows him, which and whether or not Anthony Hopkins knows him or not, like, has no bearing on any other point. Now, it's possible that in this next movie, does the next movie take place before World War II, Greg?
No, the next movie takes place in the 80s.
Okay, then it's possible that probably not, but that might have some bearing on it. But no.
Well, the whole reason I mentioned Anthony Hopkins, because I didn't get to finish my whole, like, one thing is like my one thought was he was mentioning about how Bumblebee had a different personality in time of war, and that was what I was trying to say. He'd met him before, and he knew something about him, and I thought they were going to set that up to like the end. I thought he was going to emerge as like the leader or something, because I thought things were going to go down a lot different than they did. And yeah, that was the whole reason I mentioned Anthony Hopkins. That wasn't the only thing I was going to say. I was trying to get it all out at once.
So
yeah, no, but you did say that, but I don't think. Yeah, you said it because I remember you said it. You said like the whole thing about like you didn't say the thing about him becoming the leader.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, even in the end, you agree that it doesn't. I mean, it obviously doesn't go that way, so it's just worthless.
But there is something there. There were comments like, "What's the green idiot's name? What the hell is his name?"
Hound?
No,
Drift.
I don't know. The other idiot. Crosshairs, where he's like, "You're not much of a leader." I feel like there was more. Like, you know, Bumblebee's trying to act like he was the leader. I feel like there was more to the story that they cut out about Bumblebee, because there's a lot of shit that went on with Bumblebee that had no explanation whatsoever.
Bumblebee was second in command.
No.
He was as the ones that were left. So he was technically in charge when Prime left. So they were all resentful of it because Prime wasn't around.
In the movie itself, though, I feel like there was a lot more. Look, okay. In all fairness, I saw this movie very late. It was an 11 o'clock show. After the trailers, it didn't start until midnight. And it was like I was driving while like falling asleep. I kept my eyes kept opening and closing, even though I didn't want them to. And I wasn't sure if I was missing stuff. But I mean, there are parts in the movie that had no bearing. Like when Bumblebee shows up and he like they're shooting him and he turns into a bunch of pieces and he blew up. Then he comes back together again.
Yeah.
I don't understand where that came from. I thought, did I miss something? And then the scene where he's fighting Prime and he has the hammer. Where the hell did that come from? What was that about? And then when Prime, Nemesis Prime rips off.
You're jumping ahead. Come on now.
Are we going scene by scene? I was just talking like this whole Bumblebee thing.
I thought we were going to answer Justin's questions.
Well, let me just get this out there, because then like the Nemesis is like, ripping his pieces off, and then all of a sudden he can reassemble himself. They just snap back together. You know, like he's
poor Jess.
Well, yeah, it's like, oh shit, but it's just like there's so much going on with him that they don't explain, and I didn't get it at all.
Well, there are a lot of things that I noticed in that movie that I think were kind of both poking fun and paying tribute to the original movie. Little subtle things and like little things like that. And I think like, remember when Ultra Magnus got ripped apart and like that was just that whole dramatic scene and they just stuck him back together. And like at the time when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is this? But I think thinking about it later and thinking about all the other little nods to that were really silly, but like they made sense when we were kids, but they just seemed really stupid and like really convenient, like in this movie. And I'm kind of thinking some of that shit was like kind of just thrown in there on purpose.
I think that's giving him a lot of credit.
Well, I'm just that's my reasoning why they put that in there. It's just my opinion, my thought. It's not set in stone fact.
I tell you, like I don't know. There's just to go off Robert's thing of like driving while tired. Like for me, like I said this in my video, but like I really feel like there was times where like I was watching it and like my eyes were open, but like my brain was just like my thoughts were just my head was going numb, and then like I would kind of snap to like 45 seconds later and be like, what? I don't like how the fuck did we even get here? Like I zoned out during portions of it. Like I just checked out. Like no, it's too much.
Well, that's why you don't do DMT with JKW before you go into.
Like I don't know. But like, yeah. Go ahead, Justin. Go ahead.
So okay, let's go next kind of thing. The quintessence. How does that whole thing like? Yeah,
just one,
whatever. How does that like play out? Why are they around? What exactly is
just one?
Yeah, it's
why is
Quintessa
she around? And
it's Quintessa. She's a female, and
she's small.
She's small, and she doesn't. All she does is say that she made them.
Oh.
But we don't really get a in-depth origin as to why.
She wants to punish Prime and wants the Cybertron to be put back together.
Yeah, but why does she make Transformers?
I have a joke. I have a joke.
Okay.
I want to use my joke again. I can't remember what chat I used it in, but let me use it again. So she says she's the prime of life, that she's a prime.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't know, like, it makes it sound like she's one of the primes, like the original ones. And I think she's supposed to be Soulless Prime, but they didn't call her Soulless Prime because they already have a Soulless Prime that shows up at the end of this movie. Because he was the worst part of this whole fucking film because he was flat. Anyway, whatever.
So, she looked good at the end as in human form. She looked really good.
With the the fight, is that caused by her? Like, is the evil Prime caused by her?
Yes.
He turns it into Nemesis Prime.
And you don't really understand that either. Like she's just like talking to him, and then his eyes start he starts agreeing with her, and then his eyes go purple, and that's it.
She slaps the shit out of him, and it turns half his face red because it's like a spell.
And then what happened? How did Megatron have a? Did he get slapped?
Yeah, Megatron must have got slapped too.
Well, Megatron was working for her.
But we don't know why. Do we see that explained?
He already had the red face already before that.
Yeah, he already had it. That's how he got his new body too. That's the assumption. I mean, I think that was the implication. He was working for her because he said, because they were like, "What do you want out of this?" When they were jumping ahead, when they were like getting him to help him, when the humans were getting him to help him, they're like, "What do you want out of this?" He's like, "I want what everyone else wants. I want to go home." And then like his whole goal was, he just wanted to go back to the planet because at the end of Dark of the Moon, remember, he was like, we can rebuild the planet, blah, 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 blah. And, like, he just wanted to go back home and whatever. And that's why. And then you find out that she's, like, because remember the Knights were like, she's the great deceiver or whatever. And then, like, you start to see that she's got different goals than they do.
And none of it just is explained. Like, none of it. Zero. Well, you don't know why Megatron is there. Like, he wasn't Megatron at the end of AOE, right?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No,
he wasn't.
Like it's just,
he's
back. He's just back at it.
You know, when Megatron said, "I want to go home," it would have been cool if Motley Crue, "Home Sweet Home," would have started playing.
It's kind of funny, Unicron.
Oh, that's another thing. Unicron has always been there.
Okay.
Yeah, Unicron is Earth.
He's Earth.
I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back.
Oh, they stole that from Transformers Prime, huh?
Yeah.
Unicron, reshapes Megatron to Galvatron in the G1 movie. So the presumption, I didn't even thought about that, is that now instead it is the Prime of Life, whatever the fuck, Quintessa, reformatted Megatron into Megatron. Just brought him back to life.
Galvatron into Megatron.
Wait, it's Galvatron back into Megatron? Is that it now?
Because Galvatron was Megatron.
Right. No, Galvatron wasn't Megatron. Galvatron was
Galvatron. Was. No, Galvatron was Megatron.
Yeah, Galvatron was made with Megatron's whatever, transfertanium or whatever it is.
Yeah, but right, okay. Okay, now I thought Galvatron was now Galvatron, and Megatron would be separate from Galvatron. Even though he was made from Megatron's head, he's made out of transformium. So she was like, "What's this transformium shit? Fuck that! I want hinges."
Bitch slap you.
Yeah, but like
they don't explain that stuff.
Zero of that is explained. Like there's a number of things that have happened here that they don't explain it at all. So let me give you a list. Megatron is back with a new body, and there's baby Dinobots running around. that no one really knows.
Where the fuck they come from? Do they? I asked that in my thing. I was like, do they grow into bigger ones?
Just baby Dinobots, having some fun. And then there's the world is now run by some sort of new world order, and Transformers are not zero tolerance policy.
Oh, we're back on that again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like this is to me the stupidest shit about. Well, I think this movie is stupid. I think it is the most stupid movie I've ever seen. But like here's what makes it extremely stupid. All right, so they have these humans, like especially these military personnel and everything. They have a shared knowledge of the Transformers. Like they know a bit about them, and they know that there's Autobots. They know that there's Decepticons. Some of them even feel like come on guys, you guys know in the back of your head it's just the Decepticons that are really the problem, not the Autobots. I get it. We have to follow orders, but we all know this, right? And they're all
that was Lennox, who was in the first 3 movies.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. No, I'm kidding. but my point is that there's a zero tolerance policy towards Transformers, and then when shit hits the fan, they're like, you know what?
I'm on your side.
Maybe we should team up with some of them. Which one should we team up with? I know which one. Megatron. Megatron's the one that we should get. And then if he wants to get a couple Decepticons on his team, we have this Transformers jail for just the Decepticons. These Decepticons.
I will eat you. Come on.
And we're gonna let them join, and we're gonna let them track down the Autobots, which we place the tracker on. So we know where they are, but we're going to get the Decepticons to go in there and fight them when they obviously already have technology that can we see this prior in the film, that can do a good enough job of fucking up a Transformer.
See, and the whole reason they wanted to get, Justin, the whole reason they wanted to find, I mean, they knew where they were, like Bobby's saying, but they wanted to find the Autobots anyway and fight them was because fucking Marky Mark had this little medallion that was, sticking to his arm. And the medallion was supposedly the key to finding Merlin's fucking magic staff, and that was this ultimate weapon. So everybody wants the staff, and the only way to get it is this fucking medallion. So they don't ever think, why don't we just go ask the Autobots for the medallion?
What they were doing, and it was explained. It was explained in the dialogue. I mean, I have to say, it was explained. So they're eavesdropping on the Decepticons because they have Barricade tagged and they have Bumblebee tagged, and they're eavesdropping. And it is a stupid movie, but it was there in the dialogue. So they're eavesdropping on the Decepticons with Barricade. They know Megatron keeps referencing an artifact. So they figure if Megatron wants it, it's got to be something that's a threat to somebody. So the plan is that they're going to get the Decepticons, since they're already looking for it, they're going to get the help Megatron find it. Once Megatron finds it, they're going to turn around and they're going to fucking waste Megatron and the Decepticons because they've already been able to capture him. At one point, they can take him out again.
But the point is that they don't need him. Like they have the technology to do so, and they know where they are because they put the tracer on them.
How else are you going to fit Decepticons in the movie?
Yeah, and they can just ask the Autobots from the medallion saying, Megatron is trying to get this fucking thing. We need to team up and find it before he does.
And then, Justin, they introduced the classic Decepticon characters like Mohawk.
Oh, I remember him well.
The way they introduced them, though, come on.
They do that shit like Suicide Squad.
They did that shit like Suicide Squad.
John Cena.
And that had to have been on fucking purpose.
But they all they're all in your face and everything, and then they're all like, "I'm going to eat you," and they're like, I don't understand. What I don't get is, okay, Transformers are such an advanced, civilization or whatever, or robots and everything. This so much advanced. Why do they need humans to help them at all? Megatron should have wiped out this planet the first movie, and it would have been done with. I know it would have been a great series, but why do they need humans? I don't understand
that. Because humans have money. Humans have Fandango. Humans can buy tickets to go see these movies. And if there's a sub-thread of a teenage love story or a boy coming of age with his car and shit like that, then it draws a bigger audience for a summer movie than just a sci-fi flick.
I'm sorry.
To be fair, they think.
Well,
because we don't know how it goes otherwise.
Well, according to Variety, this movie fucking tanked and didn't meet their goal. Their Wednesday to Sunday fucking 70 million gross goal. At 8:22 this morning, Variety posted an article saying that they didn't make their $70 million goal on Thursday, the morning after the movie officially opened. So, you know,
I mean, I really liked the way they introduced the Decepticons.
It was fucking silly. It was awesome.
I loved it, and I did you guys notice that the Transformers themselves seemed less messy and confusing? Like they were more
they had more coherent designs. Lots of bigger, broader stretches of flat.
I agree.
Kit. Okay, so up to this point, so pretty much the first 2/3 of the movie, like I agree this movie was a fucking shit show. But I don't hate it, and this is why.
Me neither. I agree with you.
I don't either.
I realized that I was smiling, and I didn't even know it until this point. Kit actually got up to go to the bathroom. She missed the whole Suicide Squad thing. She got back as they're all driving together up the road. You know, that base shot, like couple angles, wide pan out. They're driving up and kicking up dirt, and they all transform. And she's like, "Who are the?" Like, she's like, "So who are these guys?" And I looked at her. And I was smiling, and I went, I don't fucking know. And I just realized that, like, I didn't care anymore. I just checked out, and I was just enjoying it for what it was. It was just a dumb movie, and it was just entertaining.
Fun, right?
Shit, it was entertaining the fuck out.
Yeah, it entertained us.
It was fun.
But
I'll
the
be
humans,
honest,
the humans were terrible.
It didn't entertain me. The humans is another issue. Like there's these kids that the movie opens up with that you kind of think are going to be throughout the movie. They're done. They're the first 5 minutes, and then that's it for them.
Boys in the Hood moments,
before we get off of the Decepticons, we have to talk about one thing. No, two things. So, the names have, like, Mohawk, who looks like Mortal Kombat 3 Reptile. If he colored he looks like fucking Cobra Commander is a snake, actually. Instead of having scales, they're gold teeth. And there's Mohawk and Mega, like Frank Welker. This is my problem with Optimus and Peter Cullen later. Frank Welker is saying this shit, like he's reading this shit off, and he's like, so they do this whole thing where they're in captivity, so he gets to pick which ones he wants, and then they have a team of lawyers that work for the government to decide if like they can be let out or not, and they all get let up for one, but he's like Mohawk, and then it's like they show like Mohawk. And blah, blah, blah. And it says Mohawk in big cartoony fucking graffiti letters on the screen. WWF interest music. And then it's like Onslaught. And then you see like, you know, that mess. And then it says Onslaught in big green, like slimy letters on the screen. It's like WWF entrance music. And then he's like, and then he can't believe they say this out loud. It's like that story about Mark Hamill talking about George Lucas writing all that dialogue that's really hard to say. It looks good on paper. And he goes, I need Dreadbot. I'm like, oh my God, that's the character's actual name. I just thought that was some generic name for the toy.
And then Berserker's in like a chained up little, you know, like the.
Yeah, they talk about what they do. They talk about what they did to get in Transformer.
Yeah, they kill people. Somebody robbed a bank. Like, why are they robbing a bank?
They robbed a bank.
And that's what they said. They were like, so they were like Dreadbot. It's like bank robbery, and then and they're like, what the fuck? And it's like he walked into the bank, and he robbed the bank. Funny thing is, he killed everyone in the bank and left the money. So then he's like Berserker, and they show Berserker, and he's like, I'll suck the blood from your dead bodies or something like that.
After I hold up this 7-Eleven.
No, he's like, I know where your families live, and they're like, absolutely not. Nope, you can't have them.
Nope, can't have them.
And Megatron's like, all right.
And then Megatron's like, and then he says, so I thought Nitro Zeus was like some toy trademark thing, and he goes, Nitro Zeus.
That was awesome.
Oh, this in the movie too. And then he jumps down, and he's like a plane with Shockwave's head, and he's wearing gold chains and shit, and he's talking all fucking.
That was John Cena. That was actually John Cena.
Oh God, that was awesome. I was like, yeah, Nitro Zeus. I think I yelled that shit out. I remember that.
I was just smiling because it was so fucking ridiculous. Like, it was killing me. Like, it was awesome. In that sort of thing, like that sort of way. But anyway, I'm sorry. I agree. I agree with everything but awesome. I think it was worth mentioning Dreadbot.
Yep.
Sucking the blood. I know where your family lives. In Nitro Zeus.
Nitro Zeus.
Big ass fucking
And like the bank robber like shot all the people at the bank, and then like they open up the vault and like he shoots the money. Like,
oh yeah, he blows up the money too.
Well, hey, he burned all the money up.
Yeah, he was like Dark Knight Joker.
Yep, identical. And then there was
Mark's abs.
They marketed so much of this movie, like I feel like, and about the Ray BB-8 character.
Right, yeah, Squeaks. That's what I was going to ask next.
And they're like in it. That's another thing. Like there's a number of components, like those two, the guy who's like the wacko guy that was like in Cuba.
John Turturro's character.
Yeah, like there's like a number of these like little pocket characters that like only pop up every half hour or so, and like they it's like they pop up just to remind you that they like signed on to the film.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the fourth one. So where was he? I mean,
yeah. To be fair, John Turturro was only like brought up as like he was going to do a cameo, not like the Isabella character who was like made to be like she was going to be the main character of the film.
Right, but they're both treated the same way.
Oh, they are, yeah, in the final thing, and that's the promotion. I mean, that's like she's treated like you would expect he would have just been treated from the way they promoted the two, yeah. Right. And Squeaks, they said that he only said Chihuahua, but he only said Chihuahua like twice, and the rest of the time it was beeps and boops. And I actually wanted to hear that shit because I have a Chihuahua, and that kind of excited me that this little cute little thing just said the word Chihuahua.
Oh, really?
And he said it only 2 times. And then there's Canopy. Oh, fucking Canopy.
He didn't say shit at all?
No, he said Chihuahua, and then he would be like...
Yeah, he was a fucking hunk of shit. He was just stupid.
He replaced Bumblebee?
Frank Welker voiced him,
too. It's not even... He doesn't even serve like the same, like, kind of... Like,
I meant as the beep boops, because... Does Bumblebee talk this time?
Bumblebee's back to doing movie stuff again, like movie voices, including.
He talks though. He
does.
Well, hold on, don't give this away yet. Let's save this for Justin. It's like Justin's watching.
No, I'm not doing that part. I'm not doing that part. Including saying punk ass bitch.
Oh, I was talking to Matt, but yeah.
Sorry.
But he does quote Christopher Walken from True Romance, and I did like that.
Oh, what did he say?
That's as good as it's gonna get, or something like that.
Was that the end of the movie?
No,
that should have been the end of fucking Act 2. Justin, you remember Canopy, the one they show in the trailer, the one that dies? Canopy. So you know that shit you saw in the trailer?
Yeah.
That was the entirety of his role in the movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, one thing that's weird. I mean, this is just...
Well, actually, I'm sorry, but I just thought of something else. Actually, now that I think about it, that could have been some sort of weird, like, awkward social commentary too, because remember he got up and he was kind of running, and they're like, well, he might. I think I see it. I think he's got a gun. And he had no gun. He was just running, and then they shot him down. Like, do you think that was some sort of like shoehorn social commentary about police brutality?
I doubt it.
You don't think so though, because I think he might be a Decepticon. He might be.
Michael Bay's like a big police supporter.
Yeah, but he didn't write the movie though.
No, but I think he would. I mean, unless he's like a complete idiot, which I don't think he is.
Shocker.
I don't
know. Why haven't we talked about Mark's abs?
We haven't gotten. Oh,
wait, hold on. That scene with canopies. Hold on.
Canopies.
Because what bothered me. I mean, just writing wise, what bothered me was that they can't tell who's an Autobot and who's a Decepticon. Like they can't fucking tell. And like, okay, they think they're like, we don't know this hunk of shit that's looking like it's protecting these kids. Let's just shoot it with missiles near the kids.
They also said the kids are in danger, like it was Harambe.
The kids are in danger. Let's shoot near them with missiles.
Shoot a nuke at it. Let's get it.
But what's weird though is like, like that spaceship that crashed with one of the knights apparently. In it, but he wasn't one of the knights. He wasn't one of the knights, but he was one of the knights.
He wasn't a knight, but how the fuck did he get there?
And it was a total Green Lantern callback,
Yeah, he handed off
So where the fuck did he come from? He's obviously one of the knights, but he's not one of the 13 knights.
Abin Suratron.
Yeah, and He's like, oh, you. Like, all of a sudden, Marky Mark happens to be there, and he's like, I'm about to die. Take this thing. You happen by chance.
He's like, this is really weird. But it turns out that you are the chosen one. I know it's
What's your name? What's your name? All right.
You know, I mean, and then Marky Mark's running away, and he was like, you forgot the lantern!
But in Bay's defense, he couldn't keep the continuity between, like, 20 minutes beforehand and this scene, like, straight. But this was this giant battle scene from Dark of the Moon that they were in. Like, this was a setup from Dark of the Moon, like, where they tore through the football arena or whatever, the Bears arena. They're in, like, the trash Bears arena.
You want to see some dead robots?
So that guy was, like, sitting in Chicago the whole time in that ship?
He had been there since fucking 800 BC or 80.
Okay, Greg, you're on this mission to save whatever Autobots you can, and you find this ancient Autobot who's saying, "Take this," and you're like,
and he's like, no. He was like, no, I don't need a reward. I don't need a reward. You keep it.
He's like, no, that's okay. You take it. You keep it, buddy. And he walks away. It's like, what?
It was for the same reason as the little Dinobots, because remember, it sprouted those little eggs and got all cute and started running around, and it was just so like the girlfriends and the wives in the audience would be like, oh, that's so cute. That was the only reason I did that.
They're running through this like half destroyed city, and they like end up in this one building, and there's like a guy like sweeping in it. I'm like, what the fuck?
I saw that. Yeah, like,
what the fuck world am I in? I don't understand.
They actually said it was a dead city, like a town. It was a dead town. Like, who employs this guy?
The homeless guy that was outside of the building, because they showed the homeless guy, and then they showed the guy sweeping, and I thought it was the same guy, and I was like, did he just get bored of sitting outside and decide to start cleaning?
And he was like, you know what? Maybe I should have been on the job.
Okay, tell me. Okay, where did the Swindle character supposed to be Retgar, but he wasn't Retgar?
Oh, Day Trader.
I mean, I thought he was Swindle. And then he had something back.
Day Trader.
That's another character that served no fucking purpose.
He did serve a purpose, and it was a callback to the movie. So it was Steve Buscemi, by the way, which I thought that I thought everybody was well beforehand, because it said it on IMDb, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's just nerds talking, but it was. Yeah, so he's obviously a Junkion, and his whole purpose is to get them a ship to fly to the final battle, just like the Junkions flew them in their ship to the final battle, and that was another, I think, callback to the G1 movie, which was completely unnecessary.
But yeah, that's my point, though, is that he served a purpose to this movie.
It served a purpose, like, I think he served a purpose to someone involved in this project.
I mean to the plot.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. That's what I say. He did serve a purpose, but not to the movie. That was
I do like that he delivered Starscream's head.
I was gonna say that was my favorite part. That when Megatron was talking to Starscream, I got a little goosebumps because that it just goes back to
Starscream's alive again.
No,
it's just his head.
He delivered his head. He's like, oh, I got a voice box. I got a new voice thing for.
Oh yeah, he brought the. Yeah. I forgot about that.
And here's Starscream's fucking head.
Well, he's like, I found this in Chicago, which they're in North Dakota. So like, I don't understand how that worked out. But anyway, I'm sorry. I thought
it would have been so cool. I was like, oh my god, Starscream's ghost. I thought they were gonna have like a callback to that, but they didn't.
But they did. I mean, what Megatron said, and everything, too bad you're not here to see this, because he still knows he's a traitor and everything, but he still had that. He still, it was always that, I still show respect for you, and all that stuff. And I like that was my favorite part in the whole movie. So.
Well, speaking of favorite parts, because we got to move on into that part that Greg wants to talk about. But before we move into that part, like, what did we like?
I like saving my money.
It was a pretty movie.
Yeah, it was stupid. Oh no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was waiting for somebody to jump in.
Well, I thought Matt was. That's why I didn't say anything. It was fun. It was stupid. It was mindless. And like, if you've figured out after 10 years that it's not going to get any better, I guess if you make peace with that, like, maybe you're in a different place. Like, if you're going into this expecting it to be different, then you're not. And I think the majority of, I don't want to get too much into final talk about the movie, as it were, but I think a lot of the people in this quote unquote fandom are still in that place where they think it's going to be different.
Well,
but
I just want to say that I disliked it because it was different.
Okay, can I just chime in really quick on that point? I feel like what I liked the most about this movie was the fantastical nature of it, the fun factor that I took from it, and the callback stuff to the G1 stuff. It felt, even though it wasn't, it felt in spirit the most G1 out of all the movies to me.
Well, and the way that they were hunted after these giant battles, like on IDW in the aftermath of All Hail Megatron, and like all the Transformers, there's like a no tolerance policy, and it's like Autobot or Decepticon, like the military's after them. And I think the problem with this storytelling was they tried to they took too much from other things and put it together, and it didn't work out. Like they put strawberry with chocolate and licorice and motor oil and heroin, and it just didn't taste good because they were trying to please everybody. I think they tried to take aspects like the whole Earth being Unicron from Prime, and there were a couple other things from Prime that they did, and I think they took some stuff from some of the IDW stories, and obviously they did some nods from G1 and stuff from the other Bay movies, and it just didn't mesh well for a lot of people. I think I enjoyed it because I recognized what they were doing.
I'll tell you, I liked Cogman.
I did too. Favorite part.
Yeah.
Of the movie.
Oh, when he was singing and playing the...
That shit was fucking hilarious to me. I cracked up.
The most interesting and unique and individualized robot character that's ever been in any of these films.
But he
was the headmaster.
Transformer. He did. It seemed to be just like his android buddy, not like in the same universe.
Dude, it's funny you say that because I said he might be the first Transformer that I like in these movies, and Adam was like, I'm not sure he's a Transformer. Yeah. I was like, dude, good point.
Now, can any of you clarify? Like,
yes.
Like it seemed like the reason he's a headmaster is because he has this urge to rip people's heads off.
No, so
he was the headmaster.
No, he's a headmaster, and as he attacks Marky Mark for making non-chivalrous comments about the girl. Like he was defending her honor, and he attacked him, and he starts choking him, and he's like, "I'm gonna rip off your head." And Anthony Hopkins leans over. He's like, "Yeah, he's prone to violence, and he likes going for the heads." And he goes, "Well, he is a headmaster, although he doesn't do a whole lot of headmastering these days." And then I was like, "Oh, he's not gonna transform."
Yeah, what was he the headmaster of?
Well, no, he was a headmaster, as in he was a headmaster. Like that explained his diminutive size, and that his purpose was to turn into a head of a larger robot. And he had like eyes. You can make out like.
See, I got the impression that he was like the head of some school.
I thought he was the head of that. I thought he was the head of that castle.
Maybe he was the head of the fucking white boy ass kicking school, because that's what he did with the tuna beating school.
Yeah, it was cool how he would flip out of nowhere and just run at you and beat the fucking shit out of you. And right, like you said, Greg, the tuna scene.
That shit was hilarious.
He beat the shit out on tuna, and that was tidal wave.
Okay, so for Justin's benefit, so they're on the submarine, right? And like they get away, and like they got a clean break for where they're headed. And he starts making these comments about like Marky Mark and the woman. They should get together. Like they're a man and a woman. They should have some it's romance. And so like all of a sudden like he disappears and he shoots himself out of the thing like a fucking torpedo. And they're like, did he just shoot himself out of like a torpedo? And then you don't see him, and they're talking, and they have a scene, and then you see him come back into the sub, and he's got these two giant tuna, and he just starts fucking beating the shit out of them. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
Was he punching him or kicking him?
He was both. He was punching him, kicking him. He knocked one against the wall, and then all of a sudden he shows up, and he's like, he has this romantic dinner set up for him, and it's all forced, and he's like sushi a la Cogman, and he lays it on the fucking table, and it's like these sushi rolls, and it was so fucking stupid. I was laughing. It was so funny to me.
It really was.
Yeah. What else I liked in that shit?
I
think Megatron is the best he's ever been.
Well, I like the Prime voice better than I liked any other voices. the Hugo Weaving voice or the Welker trying to do the G1 voice.
I think that Megatron looked the best he's ever looked. Like, I think that it's the best Megatron in any Bay movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I know we're talking about what we like, but I just want to ask you guys, because I just want to go back. Was there any real connection? Because I still didn't get it. They remember how they said they needed the talisman to find the staff, but they didn't need the talisman to find the staff. They just needed the woman who was the descendant of Merlin to use the staff.
I think the talisman. No, the talisman's point was it activated when shit was about to go down. Because when the Knights of the Round had it, like when shit was about to go down, like it activated. Like it was supposed to signify, like it was like the third sign of the apocalypse. Oh, and Wheelie was in it again out of nowhere with no explanation. I thought that was.
And he fucking disappeared again.
Yeah, I like Wheelie
without explanation.
Brains did it in the last one.
You know what's funny? I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the movie. The first 10 minutes of the movie, I took Scarlett, and she was like, "Daddy," because like I told her, I'm like, we're watching the movie in 3D. She's like, "Are you messing with me?" I'm like, "No. Is this really going to be 3D?" Yeah. We sit down, and she's like, "Okay," and then she's watching the movie, and all she sees are these knights and stuff, and she's like, "Daddy, are we really watching Transformers?" Is this really a Transformers movie? I'm like, yeah. Don't worry, you'll see something.
I wish Barricade would have had a bigger role. I like Barricade in this. I thought he was pretty good.
I really like this version of Barricade.
Yeah, all he did was sneak around and chase people and sneak around and chase people.
He kind of reminded me of like Soundwave or something. I don't know.
And he didn't punch a single person with his brass knuckles. But that shit with Cogman, when Anthony Hopkins is telling him the story and shit's getting all dramatic, and there's this organ music playing, and it's super intense, and you think it's the score, and he's like, Cogman, and he's up fucking playing this fucking organ, and he's like, cut that out, I can't hear, I can't talk or whatever. And then he starts telling more, and it goes into this whole other segment about history and shit. And there's this dramatic opera music playing, and you're like, "It's the score." And then this motherfucker's on the balcony fucking singing. He's like, "I said cut it out," and that's so fucking stupid. That was one of my favorite parts.
But I do have to say, I do feel like Anthony Hopkins kind of sold out. I don't know, because I would never think of him doing such a silly kind of role.
Did you see when he got blown up and went flying through the air? I laughed at that. I did laugh at that. I was like, because that was just it was like it's fucking Sir Anthony Hopkins, he's just flying through the air. The other that made me we all laughed because my theater was half empty, and it also it never got any thunderous applause or laughter or anything like that. But the one part that Adam, Joe, and I started laughing at was when there's that anti-gravity part, Marky Mark grabs the girl and swings her up around back. I was like, oh my god, that's so ridiculous.
Hey Bobby.
Yeah.
Why couldn't your theater be half full?
Because that's not how I see this movie. Greg, I want to start wrapping up this show because it's late Thursday. Justin's got a lot of work to do. But the bit that you want to talk about.
Which bit?
The Martha moment.
Oh, the Martha moment. Yeah. So I heard there was a Martha. So they do the whole thing where they're like, I'm finally gonna fix your voice, B. And then they put the thing in that they get from the junkie on, and he starts. It's Siri, and eventually he rips it out. So B, when Optimus or Nemesis Prime shows up and to ruin the movie for the last 15 fucking minutes or 20 minutes. So he shows up and he does all that shit. Well, he steals he gets the staff and he makes the ship rise. And then you see the ship is the Omega Lock for Unicron, basically, and it's gonna plug into fucking Stonehenge so it can shoot the energy to Cybertron or some shit. So whatever. So he starts fighting. Bumblebee attacks him because Marky Mark's like, "Go get Prime, snap him back to his old self. B, you can do it." And he goes after him, and they're fighting, and that's when the ship's rising up. That's where they're fighting, and that's when all this bullshit's going down. And so he's got him pinned down. He rips his fucking wings off, and You know, he's got him, and he's got his little fucking wrist blade we've never seen before, and he's about to fucking get him, and all of a sudden B can talk, and B's like, burr, burr, burr. Prime, it's me, Bumblebee, your old friend from before the war. And Prime's like, ugh, 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 and his eyes turn back blue. He's like, Bumblebee, my old friend. I have not heard your voice since the old days of Cybertron.
Say hello to my friend.
Before the war. And it's like, Martha? Why did you say that name? And it was just totally just that fucking rip off of that scene. And that's how Optimus comes back to his senses. He's like,
and there's no explanation.
There's no explanation.
None.
So
and he's like, I'm so sorry I betrayed you. And then those knights start attacking him. And he's like, you go ahead. The 13 Knights of Cybertron, they're going to kill me now. That's exactly what he says. They're going to kill me now. What the fuck has happened? I'm sorry. What?
So
yeah.
He says he hasn't heard Bumblebee since before, I guess, his actual voice. Is that what he's saying?
Like, I haven't heard that voice since before the war.
But
it was like that fucking Dr. Smooth video where he's like, Bumblebee, my old friend. It's like, I'm a gold buck now. It kind of reminded me of that too. But anyway, yeah, and then that's when it started to get, it wasn't fun anymore at that point for me. Like, the fun went away and it really went downhill.
To wrap it up, let's go round table out of 10 and where you put it in terms of the other Transformer movies. And we'll start with, we'll give Matt the honors.
Oh shit. I was gonna give it a rating on my review. I will give it a 4. Hill Hasbros.
What? I don't know you anymore, man.
Okay, just listen.
Hey, let him have his piece, man.
It is a clusterfuck. I was entertained throughout the. You could tell my wife. I was smiling from ear to ear throughout the whole movie. I know it's a clusterfuck. I was entertained. I will buy it when it comes out. I'm gonna go see it again, actually this week. But I give it a 4, but it was probably the worst one out of the 5.
Wow.
But I still loved it. I enjoyed it. I had a great time, and like I said, I'm gonna go see it again, and probably 2 more times at least. And yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, I don't know about you anymore, man.
Didn't you give those Titans Returns Zoomies like an 8?
And wait, where did you put it with the other ones? Like, where do you rank it with the other ones?
The worst one.
Okay. Greg, what do you got?
Oh, out of the other ones, it's my second favorite one behind the first one.
Okay. And
because I never really cared about these movies. So like, the first one gave me the feels. The second one, I was like, the second one was a shit show. The third one was a shit show. The fourth one was a fucking shit show. This one was a shit show. But I was at a point in my life where, like, I'm older, I'm calmer. Like, you know, I found my inner peace. Oh man, I don't know. I give it a fucking 5.
Okay.
Because it entertained me for 2/3 of the movie.
There you go. Robert D, where are you at?
I think it's the best of all 5 Transformers movies myself. It's the most entertaining it's the best modern Transformers movie I've seen. I think so. I'm gonna give it a 7.
A 7 out of 10.
Huh.
Just what's a 10? Just so I have a point of reference.
Wonder Woman.
For you.
Backdraft.
I don't know. I have to think about that. I don't know. I have to say you're
breaking
balls.
news.
You're like Turner and Hooch.
No, I mean a 10, my favorite movie. I have to get back to you on that. A 10 is Empire Strikes Back.
All right, fair enough.
But it's exponential. It's like reaching the speed of light.
Okay.
You know, I don't just go up notches. It's not that easy. Once you get up there, you know.
I think it's the worst of the 5, and I give it a 2 out of 10. The let's see the MP question and wrap this up.
No Robert text this week, Bobby?
Oh, I guess we'll do that as well.
Why don't we do the Robert text and save the question? Because I was actually thinking I might can actually go see the movie again. If we can get done in the next like 20-30 minutes, I can catch an 11-15 show.
Well, then let's skip the Robert text then.
I was just kidding. I'd rather whatever.
Oh, okay. Well,
I like the Robert text.
For this week's inquiry, I would be interested to hear any thoughts you guys had regarding the future of the Cool Table Network. I'm a huge fan of the way all of these like-minded collectors have come together and would love to know what the future looks like for this ensemble. Specifically, do you envision adding additional topic shows somewhere down the road? Will Bobby's Table always feature 9 custom tiles, or do you envision a future that would necessitate a larger table? Will we ever see a fundraising effort that crosses over among the current set of podcasts? Are the Cool Table Network pint glasses in our future? Inquiring minds want to know.
Damn.
Does anybody want to start?
I don't really have. We've talked about doing extra shows from the beginning, just with Shattercast, and I mean, definitely. Well, we've added a show, sorta. I mean, it kind of got added in there, but the Information Creep, the comic show, and I think ROC added another show as well. If I'm not mistaken, it seems like I've seen a new one.
Stasis Lock.
Stasis Lock was kind of added in.
Yeah, but
there in the 9th inning.
And like, I would like to do some more. I'm having some technical issues. Like, I got some more equipment, or I got a new computer to actually record something extra. We just have to figure out what it is, and I have to get everything set up and find the time to do it. Because at this point now, I'm doing 2 shows a week, even though I've skipped one the majority of the last month and a half. But it's something we've talked about, like doing other shows. But everybody's got kind of a busy schedule, so we have to figure out the logistics of doing it. At least with our, I mean, you ask us, so I'm assuming you said the whole thing, but you ask us specifically, so
right.
I mean, we can speak for us.
Yeah, it's only going to be those 9 tiles. That was the original, because otherwise I'd have to fucking tear it all up and regrout, and I'm not getting it. A bigger table literally won't fit in that space, so that's just going to have to be that.
You could add little table toppers like at Chili's.
That's
like
true.
The little triangular things.
That's true. That's true. The
breaking news.
A fundraising effort. Oh God, a fundraising effort across all would be tricky because it would come down to splitting it up amongst. Like, it would have to be something that we all agreed on conceptually, and then it would have to be kind of like, well, look, the money that Shattercast raises, is Shattercast, and the money that Realm of Collectors raises from Realm of Collectors. And then it also, like, I think a lot of people listen to at least more than one show on the network, which is awesome. That's the purpose of the network. But then it like puts people in an awkward space. Like, do I put my money there? Or do I put my money there? Unless there was something that all the money funneled into one place that made sense for everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
Right.
Logistically, it's hard.
Exactly. If there was some type of cool table plan, like at a convention or something.
Exactly. Or like a website that put it all under one or something like that. Like, that would all make sense. But if it was something that was like just everybody keeps their raised fundraisers, then it could get tricky.
Well, he did say fundraising for things like pint glasses and stuff. So, I mean, I assume he means like general merchandise across like just 4.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is splitting that money up. Like,
yeah. We give it to charity.
As far as other shows, like I'll tell you, I think Greg and I would love to do a Star Wars show. It's just a matter of time.
Shit, I like Star Wars. But fuck me, right, Bobby? It's okay.
Well, I didn't say just Greg and I, Robert.
Yes, you did. You said just me and Greg.
No, I didn't.
I heard it too.
The thing with that is that, like, my schedule is like
schedule.
It has plenty of open time, but that open time isn't when most people's open time is.
Bobby has a lot of
you got Adam and Joe KW time.
I don't have much time in the evenings or on the weekends, which is when most people have their time.
And I work 9 to 5, so that's a little.
Like,
what a way to make a living.
Well, we could always do a 30-minute show, and I could use my lunch break.
That's true.
We could do a 30-minute Star Wars show and a 30-minute like Marvel Legends show, like a 30-minute SH Figure Art show, and a 30-minute talk bad about Matt and Robert show. And...
You should call the show 30 minutes or less.
30 minutes or less.
Justin could do a 30-minute show where he just talks and no one talks over him.
I just feel like I'd have nothing to say under it.
Now, have we talked about?
Sit there quietly.
Have we talked about us people in the cool table?
Words.
I know.
Spit it out.
Have we talked about not using like just us, like people already in the cool table? Have we, brought in another show that's not part of the cool.
Well, here's the thing. Like for instance, like so the problem is like we all welcome the idea of other shows joining up with the Cool Table. And we're all for it. Like, you know,
podcasts together, strong.
But the problem is new material. Like the last thing the Cool Table Network needs is another Transformers show. Like that is the absolute, like another Transformers toy show. Like that's the last thing that network needs. But like shout out to Fresh Communications. Like they do like a big section of video game stuff that's great. And like I would love to add a show that was kind of specifically about video games to the Cool Table Network, because that's something that we don't do. I'd love to add an anime show. I'd love to add a Star Wars show. I'd love to add things that we don't do. In terms of people that are not already part of the network, making a show to be part of the network, it's definitely a possibility. But we're actually the Cool Table people are trying to figure out a way to like set a standard of sorts. Like, you know, like look, your show has to be at least available on iTunes and a Droid format, you know, streaming service. Like it has to be available on both of those, you know, from the jump.
Right.
And then like we're talking about like, you know, how many shows should be established, because what we don't want to do is weaken the brand kind of. So like if somebody's like, look, I just started a show and it's about My Little Ponies, and we'd love to be part of the Cool Table Network. We're just getting started, and we're like, okay, cool. We don't have a pony show, so we add them in. We have the My Little Podcast show.
Get that shit out of here.
And then in 10 episodes, that crew splits up and the show is over. Like it's weakened what we've done by adding a show that fell apart in the first inning.
Bobby's got to retile his table again to get rid of it.
Kind of shit. But like that's the kind of, we don't have any rules set in stone. If anybody that's on the network wants to start another show, obviously that's kind of like just grandfathered into the network. But outside of the network, like we're trying to come up with some sort of format. Like, look, you got to be available on at least 2 audio services. You got to be available, or you got to have maybe, I don't know, 25 shows, 50 shows in, or, you know, something that lets us know. But we were, like I said, nothing's set in stone, but we're just trying to come up with something to say, like, you know, just so we know that we're not making, because I mean, it's not like anybody on the Cool Table Network is doing, podcasts for a living, but at the same time, like we are trying to build something, and we don't want to lessen what we're trying to build.
You gotta be available for that. You gotta be available for that phone call too. So. Don't get that, Mac.
That's good, man. That's good.
Like we're trying to get like a Skype session going like once a month from like a couple people from at least, you know, Shattercast, Realm of Collectors, like Toy Detox, and just try to at least you know, spitball ideas about where to go with it. And like we all have like a mutual respect for one another, and like I keep track of a lot of it, you know, from behind the scenes, and like I can see sometimes, like I'll see sometimes like whenever anybody subscribes to Shattercast YouTube, like I go to their page and I check their subscriptions, and like I'll see it like just down the line, like I can see like their train of thought, like it'll be like, you know, subscribe to Realm of Collectors, subscribe to Toy Detox, subscribe to Shattercast, subscribe to Hail Hasbro Reviews, subscribe to Skullface, subscribe to, you know, like it's like boom 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 boom, and that's like that is the purpose of the network, you know, to kind of bring everybody into the fold. So it's working. It's not working at an exponential level, but it is working, and that's cool.
That is fucking awesome. Anything else, Robert? What do you think about this? Or are we done? I mean,
no. What do you think, Robert?
No, I'm nothing to add. It sounds
no, because you don't want to be a part of the Star Wars thing. No, you're just done. Okay.
I triggered. No, nothing to add. It all sounds good to me. I mean, you know, what's funny is like what would one thing I think about sometimes, and I think people have asked, what would we do if the Transformers collecting ended? I think we'd still get together and talk. We'd find stuff to talk about.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Like Shattered Cast could involve. It could.
What'd you say, Greg?
Oh, I said like Bobby. We could all have something to talk about, like Bobby.
Bob's Bait and Tackle Shop will always be around.
Did you see? I shouted out Bob's Bait and Tackle in a thread. I can't remember what it was, but I think you liked it. But I don't know if you saw.
I remember you did, but I don't remember what it was for though.
Oh, because someone was talking about Takara and third party, and I was like, man, that's like fucking Walmart fucking worried about like the bookstore and Amazon worried about Bob's Bait and Tackle.
Oh yeah. Oh, right.
And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I don't think he saw it. I don't think he saw it. And after that 6 minutes, Matthew Baldwin liked your comment. I was like, yes.
Oh, Justin, do you have anything?
No, I don't. I can just personally tell you that anything that involves more work for me is not happening for me. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am content with my life schedule, and as it is, like, sometimes I just feel like I don't have time, so, you know, I
wish I
can't
had
commit
more,
to anything
Justin.
else. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately, any expansion is not on my horizon. If I guest on somebody else's show, that could happen, but no expansion for me.
And you do a lot, like you do a lot for Shattercast that I'm not sure people are aware of, and I know sometimes
a shit ton.
And I know they're not as appreciative as they should be.
You know, I got really happy when Justin texted me the other morning. We actually had a little talk, and I got excited. Just wanted to tell you that.
Me and Justin text all the time, Matt.
I guess I'm not on your level then, Robert D.
All right, let me do these texts from Robert so we can let Justin get this shit done tonight. So he says, you keep saying in quote unquote egg corn, that's just getting on my nerves, like you hearing vice versa. Want to know what it is on Bubba Pillow Face? And I said, what are you talking about? And he said, you keep saying edge your bets. It's hedge your bets, good sir. Hedge. I want to let you know that somebody commented on that video and said it's hedge your bets.
What do you mean?
I know it wasn't you. I said, LOL. When I was saying eggcorn, and was it for acorn? I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He said, "You ever hear someone invest in an edge fund?" I said, I feel like you're spiritually tied to me sometimes, because I was actually having a fucking really fun day, and I could use the laugh. And he said, no, eggcorn is the label for those words that people commonly switch, like saying blessing in the skies. And I said, oh, another word for deluxeisms. And then he said, my mother-in-law is the frenzy rumble of eggcorns.
Stupid.
And I said, I know, there's one I always found especially funny that she says. And he says, once in a zoo moon. And then he says, loony Chris. And then he says, teenage engine turton. And then he says, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then he says, genetic medication. And then he says, well, instead of saying shit or get off the pot, she told her daughter to eat shit and die. And I was like, no, not those. Damn. And then he said, then what, Bubba? And I said, I don't recall. He said, I can't remember everything at the moment. How helpful. He said, I picture you saying that wearing a Patrick Swayze wig. Han doesn't say ditto. He says, I know. Then Friday, he said, day one of mother-in-law roommate, I want to cry. I didn't respond to that. Saturday, he says, damn it, Bubba. And then I sent a question mark, and he said, what a loyal, caring friend with a frowny face. Just trying to guilt a little responsiveness out of you. And I said, sorry, man. I checked it this morning as I was leaving for work, but didn't want to respond at 4:30 in the morning and meant to check back with you and forgot. And he said, I'm cooking up some prime New York strip steaks. My mother-in-law has to shit in a chair with a bucket attached to it. Just think about that shit. Like those two texts back to back. I'm cooking up some prime New York strip steaks. My mother-in-law has to shit in a chair with a bucket attached to it. Like that's how his brain works. And I said, all I said back was no. And he said they call it a commode, dude. That's a shit bucket chair. And I said, then he sent this picture. That's like the Bobby Skullface like profile picture, except Hot Rod's face is photoshopped onto mine. Movie Hot Rod. The Ironhide bucket helmet is on MP Collector. I don't even know what helmet this is that's on Baltimore Brandon.
That's Megatron from TF5.
And Megatron from TF5's helmet's on Baltimore Brandon. And the Guerrero helmet is on Joe KW. And then this long-haired wig is on screen. And that shit is so goddamn funny, like, because it looks like he should be like in a rock band from the 80s. Like, it looks perfect. And all I said was that Brink one, LOL. And then he says, Adam has Trump hair. Oh, because it has Adam Russman with the Batman mask and Trump's hair underneath it. And I said, I saw. He said, you're Hot Rod, the Bayverse Hot Rod. I said, I see. He said, why are you awake? And I said, I'm working.
Skip along.
I found something for Adam, and I meant to bring it up earlier. I was thinking about his Batman mask. There's a The Last Night. I feel like I should say The Last Night Rises. Like, I feel like that's a Batman title. There's a The Last Night Hot Rod deluxe costume. Walmart has up, but they don't have prices for it. And it's got a fucking mask, and I think that would fit his head better than that Batman mask.
Yeah, I once commented that his fucking mask is too tight, and he was like,
he says the same thing.
No, but he was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "What do you mean?"
Oh, maybe you gave him a complex because he says. What'd you say, Greg?
He should get one and then further disguise his identity by speaking in a cartoon French accent. He'd be like, well, I don't know about this Spider-Man. It's a movie. It's a pew-pew.
So then Robert says, Happy Father's Day to you. Because I said Happy Father's Day to him. He said, do you have plans? I said, negative. You? And he said, no. And then he sent me a picture of Fans Toys Phoenix. And then he says, man, I got to admit, Phoenix is growing on me. He's pretty damn good. The rockers might not be stellar, but the rest of the foot articulation makes up for it. You can really do a lot of stances with him by just adjusting the toe/heel. I'm very impressed. And then I sent him the Han Solo meme of I know. And then he sent this audio message. Oh, hold on. My volume is down.
Come on, Bubba.
And then he said, yo. And I said, yo. He said, how do you go to movies so late at night and then function the following day? And I said, God made work and work don't hurt. I played kickball with the kids this morning and they did 4 reviews. He said, well, aren't you energetic, go-getter, Bobby Energizer Bunny face? I had to be at the office at 8:30 in the morning to meet a client and didn't show up until 3 p.m.
Damn.
And then I sent him the picture of the reviews I had did, which were like all it was the Zeta Whirlwind, Play Arts Kai, Deadpool, Marvel Legends, Black Panther, and the movie one, and then Mafex Ray. And he says, in the middle of the day, I had to run home because apparently my mother-in-law had an issue with it visiting home health aid with a visiting home health aid. So yesterday, the home health aide. Let me tell you, there's no punctuation here. It's just words. That came was apparently a fat old Chinese lady with a limp who stunk to high heaven of all things and had crusty cream gnarly garbage all smeared all over her teeth. So my mother-in-law kicked her out of the house, and then they sent a different home health aide today, and I had to run home because there was some crisis. I come home, and in the hallway outside the apartment is a new, very nice lady, home health aide, standing there. The door is partially ajar. I see my mother-in-law with her face peeking out, holding the home health aide's phone, yelling at somebody on the phone, saying she does not need a home health aide. Turns out she doesn't want anybody in the house helping her with anything. So, yeah, that's, I guess, the job for her son-in-law and her daughter. No way can we accept outside fucking help. Fuck us. I said yikes. Here's more words with no punctuation. So let's see the next 2 reviews being posted. Or fucking Marvel Legends, and each one is going to have a skit that just like that fucking trailer for Marky Mark, what's it called? Dunkirk. You're going to have a piece of a preview of the review of Zelda toys, and that's how you're going to fucking
reel them
in to watch this to the freaking Marvel Legend reviews so that you can then get your say. Video up, maximize viewage. I said, I'm going to need you to use some punctuation. He said, I'm so tired. I'm doing text-to-speech, and my words are being slurred, so I think it's not coming out so well. It's the best I can do, Bubba, Bubba. It's translating Bob to Bubba Club. Not Club Bub. How about Bob met not Bob? Met I want Bob, not Bob Bob. Jesus Bubba, fuck it. After all that shit,
that sounds like a fucking pop song.
So after all that shit, he comes back and says, "I'm gonna need you to relax." And then he sends this voice clip.
What have you done to my planet, Cybertron? I am Optimus Prime. I'm the Prime Leader, Love Energy, Love Giver, Life Prime. You're my bitch now. Sent him to Earth. I am Nemesis Prime. Optimus, I would die for you. Martha, I am Optimus Prime. I am Optimus Prime. Independence Day. Optimus Prime. I am Optimus Prime.
Justin, that is literally the...
Guys, I was a dick. I won't be a dick again because I am Optimus Prime.
That is literally the last act of that movie, by the way. Just so you know. And Robert's Optimus Prime sounds 15 times better than Cullen's.
And then he said, that vortex helicopter looks like he's biting on a fig. I said, ha ha ha. He said, I don't know, man. Those loose blades might kill the combine mode for me. If they don't somehow lock upwards, they may need to relax. I said, it is a bummer, but I'm telling you. He said, I don't know, man. Those loose blades will ruin the left arm in combine mode. And I said, okay. And he said, you want your Bruticus standing there with shit drooping down his arm? Come on now, Bobby Droopface. And then I said, all I can do is take the horses to water, my friend. And he said, you can take a horse to water, but you can't look in its teeth. Ask Deluxe if he knows what that one means. And that's it.
Fuck you, Robert. Dude,
I want to read that one part. I don't feel like that shit is coming through how funny that shit is to me. I'm so tired. I'm doing text-to-speech and my words are being slurred, so I think it's not coming out so well. It's the best I can do, Bubba Bubba. It's translating Bob to Bubba Club. No, not Club Bub. How about Bob met not Bob? Met I want Bob, not Bob Bob. Jesus Bubba, fuck it. I'm going to need you to relax.
Oh, man.
Good night, folks.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, Robert.
Shoutouts to Cool Table Network, ROC, Edges Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerve Rage Radio, Egg
And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse.
I am Ratchet.
Third Party TF Crashers and Open Your Toys Podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. It's all